Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening if you're in America. It's morning here in Australia. No, I'm actually streaming from New York City. Little did people know, little did people suspect as a fellow New Yorker. But we're going to be streaming the ZOHRAN New York Mayor Race live. And it's going to be interesting. I've got some friends joining us. I'm just going to send off the invite to one friend now. And it will be very interesting. Let's see how things go. I think ZOHRAN is going to win, but it would be very funny if he didn't. And we will have to discuss as well the extremely sad news about a little man named Dick Cheney. He died, and it's a terrible tragedy. So we will discuss him, and we will talk in memoriam to him as well. But firstly, let me just get the stream ready, guys. I'm going to send the link to a couple friends. Bill will be joining us. He's a great man, a great friend of mine, based in Philadelphia. How sad are you that he's going to get elected? It's devastating, of course. Devastating. Absolutely devastating. But it's okay. We will survive. We will survive. Mira King is attacking me in the comments, I see. Mira, this mentally ill communist, woke Jucheism. Literally a woke communist. Literally a North Korea supporter. What a sicko. What a sicko. These people are sick. These people are so sick. Let me give the link to my friend. Give us a second, guys. The polls close in about 7 minutes here on the East Coast, as you all know. I'm streaming in live from Manhattan. Everybody knows that. You can hear my my New York accent. The future of New York City is very important to me as a fellow New Yorker. My fellow New Yorkers, trust the plan. Trust the plan. Now I've got to share the YouTube link. 1 second. Live from New York City, Zateo. We'll watch Mehdi Hassan's coverage. That will be really evil. We'll watch it. Okay, Australian dude. No, I just got back from voting in Manhattan, lower Manhattan. As Surf Sherpa says, just got back from the polling station, accosted the bodega manager for giving me a room temperature cavachito. Oh, the daylight saving. Matt Forney, the polls close in New York at 9 p.m. That's in an hour. Polls in New Jersey close at 8 p.m., 5 minutes from now. I knew that because I'm a New Yorker myself, of course. I knew that as a New Yorker. The polls close in 1 hour. My fellow New Yorkers, make sure if you're still in line, stay in line and vote against ZOHRAN Mamdani. You have to stop gay race communism in its tracks before it destroys the country. Before it destroys the country. A lot of people are saying that. I'm just going to send the link to my Discord server. And if you're not in my Discord server, I encourage everybody to join. It's a great place. Unfortunately, there's a lot of retarded communists in there from when I was still a libtard, so we still have to purge it. But everyone... Stay humble, everybody. Give me a minute. I'm just going to be sharing the link out, and I'm just going to bring some more people into the stream. Shared it on the Discord server. Very important. Very important. Did you see Kala sharing the New York City ballots with Sinwar votes? My God, that person is a very sick woman. A very sick woman. She's very mentally ill. A lot of people say that. It's very true. Let's bring that up. I'll bring that up onto the screen. Let me see. Okay. Calla Walsh. Let's see. Calla Walsh. Let's see what the sicko is saying. Oh, my friend William, how are you, my friend?
What's up, man? How are you?
Sorry for joining. I've been looking forward to talking for a while. Calla Walsh voted for fucking Yahya Sinwar. What an actually mentally ill, retarded person. Mentally retarded communist. Voted Yahya Sinwar. The only problem is that he's dead. The only problem is that Yahya Sinwar is literally dead. Only problem is that he is literally dead. We've got some comments. Drew, it's all over, bro. It's over. What are your thoughts, Bill? So the just in New Jersey. They're closing in 3 minutes in New Jersey, and I believe it's 1 hour until New York closes.
Yes.
What are your thoughts right now? It's very sad. It's very sad. We will also need to discuss the death of Dick Cheney as well.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Yeah.
Did you see ZOHRAN like sort of like smirked when he found out?
Yeah, he's not devastated. That's for sure.
Let me play this for the for anybody watching live at home. Oh, I'll just quickly put up the YouTube link as well. This person is like literally a North Korean communist, and I'm not going to be mean, but look at that. Look at that. Look at this person. They're attacking me based on looks. I'm not going to be mean, but it's not the best. They're not sending the best here. It's not good. It's not good. But how was your day today, Bill?
Oh gosh, we voted in Philly today. We had our big DA race.
Tell us about that race.
Just working. It's a non-competitive DA race. We have a very far left district attorney in Philadelphia that, much like in the UK, tends to give violent people a slap on the wrist until they murder someone. And so a lot of even like moderate liberals voted for the Republican this time, including myself. For the first time in my life, I voted R.
Wow.
Which is crazy, but here we are. Damn. You know, politically homeless as we are, Drew. But yeah.
Damn. So what's going on. The crazy DA that the Democrats ran, what were they like on crime? Like, what were their policies like?
Well, it changed after 2020 a lot, where it was like stealing anything under $900 was a misdemeanor. And so people would do it again and again and again. And there's almost no enforcement and repercussions. But the weirdest ones are when somebody does something like horrifically violent, like kidnapping a woman or something just atrocious, and they get released, you know, sometimes on bail or with no jail time. That's where I think a lot of people want to break up with that, at least in Philadelphia. But I don't know.
Yeah, what's the situation like in Philadelphia? I remember you telling me about how you were basically accosted by like these sort of like balaclava wearing youths on the train.
Oh, it's just we at nighttime when all the 9-to-5ers are gone, like our transit system is so not utilized. It's really just like kind of a den for homeless people and kids that are wearing ski masks at night. It's not a nice thing. And leftists and Republicans really don't want our transit system to thrive, because like we get back to what you always say with like Lee Kuan Yew, urbanism. That's what we really need, but we don't get it. We don't get it. Like we need safety and finances that want to support transit, and Republicans hate transit and leftists hate enforcing crime and social order. And it's like, how can we have anything nice?
That's so sad, because I like transit as well. But then the Democrats are so retarded on crime. That's why we need dark abundance, which combines transit with just like the death penalty for people just stabbing people on trains.
Like, oh, and you guys was that Sydney where you have that unbelievably beautiful new system in Australia?
Yeah. We actually have a nice new metro in Sydney, believe it or not.
It's like a silver lining with everything going on in your country that you can build a nice station still.
I know. I actually can't believe it, to be honest. Like, in so many ways, Australia is just run like shit. But then somehow we were actually able to build this. You know what's actually really surprising? That system was built in New South Wales under the Liberal, like sort of centre-right government, the state government. So somehow the Liberals were like pro-metro in New South Wales, which is interesting.
And hopefully it stays nice and clean and orderly. But yeah, no, it's
It
like,
looks clean. When we went, it was so clean.
It gives me a glimmer of hope when like the West can still build like something beautiful and new and warm. But we sadly don't see it very often anymore these days.
And I want to say thank you to Milkow for the super sticker. Very, very important. Thank you, my friends. We love the super chats. I'm just going through. My God. So Omar Fateh is running for mayor in Minneapolis as well. That is disgusting. That is like a hell position.
It's insane. When you look at Omar Fateh's supporters, you have no idea how they even could support a Muslim, you know. But it's kind of similar to Zohran, but Omar Fateh seems even more extreme than Zohran, but also just way less intelligent.
He's such a disaster, Omar Fateh. He's so
bad. But he did not have the charisma that Zohran had. I think he will lose to Jacob Frey, but it's an amazing race because both are trying so hard to appeal to the Somali community, which if
they're
you would have
both like race communists. They're both unfortunately like race communists.
Yeah, and they just have to show their like undying love for Somalia, which if you would have said to like win a Minneapolis mayoral election 2 decades ago, you'd have to like pledge allegiance to Somalia. No one would believe you. But apparently it's a crucial part of the race. So like the current mayor, Jacob Frey, you would think he says he can't wait to visit Somalia one day, and he has no relatives from there. It's like, why? It's just pandering. He knows he needs the votes, and he's tried so hard, and it's crazy to see. He's been a very left-leaning guy.
I remember he cried. There's the video of him like crying with George Floyd's casket.
Yeah,
which is like really unhinged. Like he went really hard.
He went really hard left, and at the end of all of this, Ilhan Omar and all of the Somali community, they support Omar Fateh. They don't stand with him. It's like they'll just find somebody even closer to them than you are in the end and throw you under the bus.
Literally. Because it's literally just unfortunately like full-blown tribalistic politics.
Yes.
That's literally what it is.
Whenever you see Fateh's supporters, it's just like the most far left-looking people you can imagine, and it seems to be nobody from the Muslim or Somali community, but that's the base he's able to turn out. But it looks like Frey will win that election.
It's not even like that great a thing that Frey is going to beat Fateh because Frey's pretty shit himself. But but I think it's a good thing if they defeat like the open race communist guy.
And Frey is like pro housing, where he's like, yeah, we need to build housing. Omar Fateh is like, no, the workers need to own the housing.
This shit is so fucking stupid. What do you think about? Let's discuss this. How Zohran basically was able to somehow win over all the abundance types. That thing is so depressing to me. That is so fucking depressing. That's what like killed me with that's like what killed my like support for the Democrats. That all like the so-called moderates like fell in behind Zohran.
Yeah. So hold on one second. Sorry, can you repeat that?
Oh no, I mean just the fact that like Ezra Klein and all the abundance people like are able to fall in behind Zohran, even though Zohran, like his rent stabilization policy is like literally the #1 anti-abundance thing in the country.
I don't know. I feel like they took the bait, but Zohran's just so gifted at playing politics. He like appeases the Yimbys in like these tiny little bitty ways, and then they get behind him, and he earned that vote for sure. Like
it is funny how it's funny how it is so blatant. Like he's a great politician. He's actually very charismatic. He's very good at politics. And even just like his reaction to Dick Cheney dying, like you can see that, and it's like so clear that he basically like prepared that. He practiced that in the mirror. You can 100% tell.
Yeah, it's so crazy. You know, he's just like I hate to say it, gifted politician, but
unfortunately, like that is the sad reality that he is unfortunately quite gifted.
Here, I'll mute for like 1 second. You keep your show going, Drew. I'll be right
no worries,
back.
man. Yeah, no worries, man. No worries. Thank you, bro. I'll take you off the screen for a second, Bill. Thank you, guys. Bill's still here. He's going to join us back in a second. But Bill, just message me when to add you back, man. But gee, it's a dark day. The fact that we lost Dick Cheney, and then on the same day we're going to see Zohran elected New York City mayor. That is a very dark thing. It's a very sad thing. If Zohran wins, the West will fall. Well said, Mr. 5 UFO. Conservatives wanting to conserve beauty, and this is a surprise how. Yes, we love beauty. Now, let me bring up some of the let's bring up some of the interesting tweets of the day. Let's go through. So we have, like APAC trackers going like, defeat Jacob Frey. He's getting pro-Israel money. And it's like he hasn't gotten any pro-Israel money. It's literally just that he's Jewish. That's really interesting. Omar Fateh is literally just like the candidate of gay race communism. Omar al-Fateh condemns the Western Sahara occupation. Western Sahara is, I believe, a beautiful part of Morocco. Harry Sisson, the MAGA meltdown over their huge losses tonight has already begun. It's glorious. It's so over. Why is it over? Because of New Jersey. New Jersey governor election independence exit poll 52 to 45. That's pretty bad. Hanania, we're fighting back against the fascist Trump regime. This is interesting. Very interesting that that Brett
ridiculous, insane hatred of Tucker Carlson. Trump's bombing of the Ayatollah's nuclear facilities made the little Nazi mad. Good. So now you're turning around and you're calling somebody that you don't like a Nazi. You're doing this out of blind rage because you're so angry that the conservative base's attitudes are rapidly changing, that Nick Fuentes is getting national attention, and so you have turned around and in response, you are compromising your own values in anger, which is such a dangerous precedent.
Like literally 3 months ago, he's saying Team Hitler. Yeah, Brett Cooper, she's obviously just doing that for Groyper, attention, a crumb of Groyper, funding and support. Very sad, very sad. Defund the police. Mental. He's so mental. Trump to New York. Keep the commie out. Well said. Well said. Well said, Mr. President. Well said, Mr. President. Well said. Now, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like. It will help us reach more people. I think we've got 20 live viewers on YouTube. My YouTube is unfortunately a little bit smaller than my Twitter. We've only got 3 likes. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, leave a like. Very, very crucial and important. Very crucial and important to help us reach more people. Leave a like, my friends. And Milkow202 says Drew is cute. Thank you. All shucks. That's very nice of you guys. Thank you. It is a shame. It's a real shame that Cuomo is the main candidate. Let's recap Zohran Mamdani's long history of Islamism and jihadism. Zohran campaigning with Imam Siraj Wahhaj, an unindicted co-conspirator in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. Zohran rapping about his love for the Holy Land Five, and they funded Hamas. Zohran's inability to condemn Hamas, being funded by CARE. Zohran's intern Arzu Malik, who called for a holy war through jihad. Zohran's meeting with the woman who was responsible for making being gay punishable by death in Uganda. Zohran claiming that it is an illusion that Muslims can become New Yorkers and settle into the city. Zohran defending Anwar al-Awlaki, the terrorist cleric linked to 9/11 Fort Hood, the underwear bomber, and whose sermons inspired the Boston Marathon bombing. Zohran campaigning with Hassan Park, who said that America deserved 9/11. Zohran's Imam Ali Siraj Wahhaj, who referred to homosexuals as a disease of this society. Tim Dillon, it's 2027. I'm sitting on a free bus. Open stab wound still dripping. On my way to the grocery store to get bread. The man next to me is cooperating with the neighborhood mental health officer, but he's still gripping the knife. I feel a sense of regret wash over me. Why didn't I bet on this when I had the chance? It's pretty funny. I'll repost him on that. Projected winner, Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger That's pretty significant. That's like a 10-point lead. And I remember in 2022, in 2021, the Virginia race in 2021, the Virginia race predicted the 2022 midterm election results pretty significantly. What's that matter, Snowflake? Too much of a pussy to become a minority in your own country. It's funny. Everything in this world is so painfully gay and retarded. That's true, actually. That's true. Well said, Mr. Kevin Rudd. Well said. Now, let's see. Has live coverage started yet? Zateo has not started yet. Let's see. Maybe I'll turn on CNN or something like that. New York City students weigh in on the mayoral race. Let's put that on.
I'm just going to put it out there. I voted for ZOHRAN. I think he is definitely the best candidate.
Really what I've been taking from this election is it almost feels like it's kind of like amplifying the divide that we feel. And I think that it's really speaking to the divisive culture of the fact that like the two parties that we have right now are really kind of breaking apart our country.
I think in general...
well said, madam. Well said, madam.
People, especially the youth, see this election not just as, who's going to lead New York, but who's going to lead the country in a sense. Having someone create such a big platform from a grassroots standpoint against someone like Cuomo, who's gotten billions of dollars from investors and even recently got endorsed by Trump, I believe. It's kind
about starting the day where President Trump says, vote for Cuomo, and that a vote for Curtis Lee was a vote for Zohran Mamdani. Was Curtis and the campaign surprised by that?
No, I think this is a sentiment that we've seen kind of for a while with President Trump saying, if I have to choose between a communist and a Democrat, I choose a Democrat. And Curtis is unfazed by this because like he said before, the people get to make their choice. No one gets to buy the election. No one gets to direct other people. People decide who they want to run the city. And Curtis Lee won a primary. He won his party's nomination. He's rightfully on the ballot and on the Protect Animals lines that his wife Nancy helped pioneer. So President Trump's endorsement of Andrew Cuomo is nothing new, nothing surprise. I'd be more concerned for Andrew.
Friends, if you're watching live on the show, Drew Pavlov's show, episode 103, please leave a like on the show. It will help us reach more people. Help retweet on Twitter and leave a like on YouTube. Very helpful if you can do that, my friends. Let's see, CNN. Let's see if CNN's got it live. New York Mayor live. Fox 5 New York, let's see.
But we're going to begin with Mordecai, who was at Mamdani's watch party in downtown Brooklyn.
Someone says, what's it like being a child? I'm happy. I'm very happy. My life is beautiful. Thank you.
The room right now, obviously it's not full yet, but what is your takeaway?
Hey guys, so actually the doors haven't even opened yet. The people you see behind me are actually all media reporters here. As you guys know, this race has gained national attention.
I agree with you, Mug
They're
John.
not actually opening doors until
Zohran is a masterful populist and his opponents are dog shit. People who disagree with most of his positions will still vote for him over the others. Yeah, the opponents are horrible.
This race could be called relatively quickly, so some people maybe are waiting in line to get inside when the results are called. But Zohran Mamdani not here yet. According to his campaign, they're not giving us too many updates at this point, keeping it pretty close-lipped. But earlier today, he was crisscrossing across the 5 boroughs, going to Fort Greene with State Attorney General Letitia James. Then he was on the Lower East Side, trying to get this push to get voters out before polls close at 9 p.m. Now, he did vote early this morning with his wife, but we haven't seen too much on the campaign trail. Mamdani's campaign told us that he voted for himself on the Working Families Party ballot line. Now, Mamdani entered the race as a relatively unknown candidate. He's a self-proclaimed Democratic Socialist, elected in 2020 as a state assemblyman. And since announcing his bid for mayor, Mamdani has been out in the streets, really meeting with voters, running a real grassroots campaign. His message of affordability, free and fast buses, free childcare, and freezing the rent on rent-stabilized apartments grabbed the attention of many voters, but many say that his plan to tax millionaires and corporations to pay for these priorities has received some pushback from the governor, business community, and more. But in June, Mamdani won the Democratic primary in a stunning upset, beating Andrew Cuomo by double digits, and now he's poised.
Let's see what Hassan is saying, even though I hate the man.
Going on
the
here.
one Austin was supposed to fix.
Yeah. It's been handled. It's actually gotten much better on its own, ironically enough.
I'll go on the other side.
You go on the other side? All right, perfect. Yeah. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay. Woo, I'm not excited. I'm not nervous.
Nervous and excitement are the two sides.
And the sicko is celebrating Dick Cheney's death, by the way.
We're just excited.
Okay, yeah. What's up, my man? I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Did you vote in the election today?
I'm actually from New Jersey.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, it's too unaffordable, huh?
Yeah.
That's why. It's just impossible to live in this goddamn city.
Yes.
I see you.
Very expensive.
You know, there was a candidate out there that was trying to address that. You heard about him?
No.
Zohran Mamdani?
Oh, well, I know in the sport, and you know.
What? He was trying to make the city more affordable with fast and free buses.
Don't say was.
That's what I heard.
Well, he is trying to, not was. Hopefully.
I didn't like that sounded.
What's going on? Something latest came up yet or no?
What's up?
I mean, about the election.
Yeah. We're here for the election. We're going to a election watch party right now, and we're gonna see what the results look like. You know, I'm a little worried about reflection on the window. It's fine. Look, I'll solve it. Boom.
Brain.
See, no reflection.
I hate this
Did
man.
You vote
He's
in
a
New
sick
Jersey.
person.
There's a election that took place in New Jersey as well.
I know.
Oh,
No, but I didn't.
Yeah. I feel that. Sometimes it's tough, you know. You're like, who am I gonna vote for? I mean, what's going on?
If I was living in Manhattan, I would definitely vote.
Yeah, you would have voted for Zohran?
Yes.
Hell yeah. So you saw it. You were like, this is an inspirational campaign, huh? You were excited.
Yeah, all my friends are actually, supporting him.
Oh.
Nice. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from Pakistan.
Oh, you're from Pakistan.
Oh, beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful. Pakistani cab driver tells Hassan.
Pakistan, Zindabad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Oh my
Turkish.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, beautiful! Isn't this beautiful?
That's cool.
You're doing great, man.
I'm trying.
Pakistani cab driver says
Shut
that
up.
all his friends who are
Shut
Pakistani
up.
support
Oh, for
Zohran,
the next
and
40
then
minutes, it's
Hassan goes,
35%
"I'm
off to get
Turkish."
5 subs or more. Thank you for supporting us on also your fellow chatters. So
Wait, Hassan's Turkish? I thought he was American. I thought Hassan Piker was American, but he's saying that he's Turkish. That's interesting, isn't it?
You said okay.
Let's turn this
calm
slop off.
down. Calm down, chatters.
Let's turn this slop off. Let's turn that slop off. What live coverage do you think we should watch, guys? We've had 2,000 total views on Twitter, but only 12 live stream viewers on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, guys, go to my YouTube. I highly recommend it. Go to my YouTube, like and subscribe there. Very important. We've got 10 likes on the YouTube video. If you're watching the YouTube video, please leave a like, guys. It helps us reach more people. Very important. I'm just going to bring up some more information from Twitter. Bro, the Japanese have a high trust society and low crime. It's utopia. The Japanese live in hell. You have to be quiet all day, drink alcohol with people from work, and wear a suit in the summer. The Japanese know they live in hell. Ask any Japanese person watching any Japanese movie. Are these people retarded? Japan is so much nicer than America. Hey. Japan's like literally 99 better than 99% of the world, and they're crying. Yeah, Virginia is fucked. The Democrats smashed them. Republicans got smashed in Virginia, which is very bad sign for the Republicans ahead of the 2026 midterms. That is a very that's a very bad sign. Normally, the race in Virginia, which happens in a kind of like off year, it happens 1 year prior to the midterms. Normally, that actually serves as a massive predictor. Twat alert. People always like to stab zero. Yup. Bloody hell. Oh, you know what? I'll bring Sharks a day on. I'm also going to bring on Daniel DiMartino. Hang on, Daniel DiMartino. Sending Daniel DiMartino a link. Are you still fleeing when ZOHRAN wins? I may have to. I may have no choice. I may have no choice. I'll pin this to the top of the profile. Let's go through the notifications. Let's see what people are saying. We've got 19 live viewers. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Drew Pavler Show, a special live show for the ZOHRAN mayoral race. We've got, I think, 2,200 in total have been watching on Twitter, but YouTube is a lot smaller. So if you're on my Twitter, I encourage you to go through to my YouTube and subscribe and like it. We've got 15 likes on the YouTube video. Leave a like on the YouTube video. Helps us reach more people. Here's the pantheon of misunderstood tragic heroes: Nixon, De Gaulle, LBJ, Lee Kuan Yew, Dick Cheney, You watch the neighborhood, we'll watch the sky. No worries, my friends, of course. What's your plans for streaming, Drew? Going back to normal work. I will be doing more streaming in the future. I've got my last week of university, Bachelor of Arts this week. So I'm finishing my last exams and then I'm going to be streaming a lot more. This is a great tweet. In a world of Zohran Mamdani's, be a Dick Cheney. That's true, actually. That's actually true. Fact check true. Who is this? Proud to represent CT03 in Congress. No lie, this is a complete disaster for the Republicans so far. Yeah, no, it is actually legitimately a massive disaster. I believe that the Virginia race always predicts like the midterm results, like a year away from the midterms, and they are getting crushed in Virginia. My firefighter dad was there that day. My very first memory is seeing these images on television and not knowing where he was. Today, he's happily retired and thinks Zohran is Stella. Fuck you and keep New York out of your mouth. Are you actually retarded? Like, if you're a firefighter on 9/11 and you support Zohran, are you actually retarded? You're actually suicidal. You actually have no sense of self-preservation whatsoever. Holy shit. Literally, what a fucking crazy... That's fucking mental. Imagine being a firefighter. Civilizational suicide. Can you imagine that? Seriously, you're a firefighter on 9/11 and you end up supporting Zohran. You are actually fucking mentally retarded. That's so sad. Can you imagine that? You're a firefighter on 9/11. You see all these people slaughtered by Islamic extremists. And then like 20 years later, you're like, yeah, Zohran's a good guy. Zohran is not an Islamist, but he's got a track record of like 15 years defending Islamism. This is I do think it's a little bit retarded to post 9/11 and say wake up New York. This is retarded though. Like, I hope your wife has an affair with the Ayatollah. Like, what the fuck? Oh man, American politics are retarded. They always run terrible and completely unlikable candidates in Virginia. Why did they think it would be a good idea to run an immigrant black woman? They know that's not going to roll up the base, right? I didn't follow the Virginia race at all. I think I would have supported the Republican. Hey, Drew, when will you have Armin Navabi on your show? I will do it at some point. Your invocation of 9/11 is just racism. It's really not, because Zohran, for like 10 years, never cared about 9/11. All his previous posts about 9/11 would always basically... Like Zohran's father compared Al-Qaeda and America, said there's no moral distinction whatsoever. So if you're a firefighter from 9/11 and you're supporting Zohran, and his family have this background defending Islamic extremism, and Zohran has this background for 15 years defending Islamic extremism, you are literally retarded. The Virginia race is less of a midterm predictor as they almost always vote the opposite way in gubernatorial elections as whatever is president. True, but I'm pretty sure, Matt, the past like three, I'm pretty sure like the past three Virginia gubernatorial races, or the past sort of three Virginia off-year elections. So 2021 was the last. So 2025, 2021, and then 2017. Pretty sure all of them predicted a Democrat victory the following year in midterms. And in 2013, the Democrats won the gubernatorial race and then lost the midterms. True, but I don't think that it's happened since Trump came onto the scene. Zohran was not a public figure until 2020. Yeah, but you can go through his tweets and he literally defended like Islamic extremist terrorist attacks. Like the guy who attacked Lee Rigby. I'll show you this. This is so mental. So this is a real Zohran tweet, by the way. Glenn Greenwald on whether the London killing of a British soldier was terrorism. And this is the act. They literally beheaded a British soldier on British streets. And then Zohran's like, well, it's actually not terrorism. Okay, I'm gonna put on Mehdi Hassan. I hate Mehdi Hassan.
We're in New York City for a little mayoral race that you may have heard that's happening, Prem. You heard about mayoral race happening in New York?
Tell me more.
I don't know. It's pretty exciting. A lot of people here took ages to get in the building.
Oh my gosh. So there are hundreds and hundreds of people waiting in line to get into the Zohran Mamdani HQ election night party, and all of those people were just press. I have been to enough events, not a ton, but enough to know that this does not happen, let alone in municipal politics, state politics, presidential politics.
This is not a municipal event by any chance. The world's media is here tonight. We're happy to be here too. Live broadcasting on YouTube and Substack. Keep watching tonight. Stick your questions in the chat. We're going to be here all night till we get a result. And who better to talk to about when we get that result and what that result might be? We've got Dora Pekish, who is Zohran Mamdani's national press secretary, who's in the house.
My prediction is I think we'll learn pretty closely.
We're going to give you a microphone here. We're live on YouTube and Substack with our subscribers, viewers around the world.
Let's see.
What's your day been like today?
We've got terrible quality.
It's been a crazy few days. We've got a candidate with a lot of energy who really wanted to run through the tape. So we
Andrew Cuomo, right?
Funny. Saturday night we went to 6 different nightclubs in Brooklyn to turn out the vote. We saw marathon runners. We were back at church the next day at 8 a.m. On Monday morning, we walked at sunrise from across the Brooklyn Bridge to City Hall.
Guys, if you're watching, leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let's get the super chats. Let's get the super chats. Let's get the comments in. Please, let's talk.
Bit of a challenge. The world's media is here for a city mayor.
Yes, I was joking the other day that
When does Drew not look Greek? That's funny.
The European Union represented at one of our press conferences, and I think that's because people are really inspired by what they're seeing here. We just saw in an exit poll, 1 out of 6 New York City voters are new or first-time voters. We're bringing in new voters into the political process. We're changing the electorate in real time.
That's so scary. We're changing the electorate in real time.
And we're going to do that when he's mayor.
And so you seem very optimistic. What are things looking like so far from what you know in terms of the votes today and early voting?
So we are set to hit over 2 million total votes, which would be a historic first. The last time that happened was in 2005.
Yeah, wow.
And it's possible we hit even higher than that. In the primary, when we had high turnout, to hit over 2 million, proving the pundits wrong. We're changing how things are done, and we're going to do that when he's mayor.
And so you seem very optimistic. What are things?
Every single country of the European Union represented at one of our press conferences. We've got a candidate with a lot of energy who really wanted to run through the tape. So we started, funny. Saturday night, we went to 6 different nightclubs in Brooklyn to turn out the vote. We saw marathon runners. We were back at church the next day at 8 a.m. On Monday morning, we walked at sunrise from across Brooklyn Bridge to City Hall to kind of symbolize ushering in this new era that we're about to see in New York City.
How do you feel about all the media here tonight? This must be a bit of a challenge. The world's media is here for a city mayor.
Yes, I was joking the other day that we possibly had every single country of the European Union represented at one of our press conferences. And I think that's because people are really inspired by what they're seeing here. We just saw in an exit poll, 1 out of 6 New York City voters are new or first-time voters. We're bringing in new voters into the political process. We're changing the electorate in real time, proving the pundits wrong. We're changing how things are done, and we're going to do that when he's mayor.
And so you seem very optimistic. What are things looking like so far from what you know in terms of the votes today and early voting?
So we are set to hit over 2 million total votes, which would be be a historic first. The last time that happened was in 2005.
Yeah, wow.
And it's possible we had even higher than that. In the primary, when we had a high turnout, it was very, very good for us. And, our campaign so far, since the first day of early voting, we've knocked 500,000 doors. And in total today, we hit 3 million doors knocked.
Today.
That was so scary. Did you guys hear that? We're changing the electorate in real time. Beautiful. That's so beautiful.
So if you're just joining the stream now, Dora Pekic is here. She is Zohran Mamdani's press secretary, been with him since his primary landslide. We don't know what the result's going to be tonight. Is he going to win? Is it going to be a landslide? Is it going to be big? If he wins, what does tomorrow look like, dare I say? Because it's not over. This is just the beginning. Like winning the election, then it's like these billionaires not going to stop. Donald Trump's not going to stop.
Absolutely. I mean, look, these billionaires are not stacked up against us because they think we're not going to deliver on our agenda. They're working against us precisely because they know that we will. And, what we want to see January 1st going into the admin is we're prioritizing the same 3 things that he launched this campaign with. So that's freezing the rent for over 1.5 million tenants, that's universal childcare, and fast and free buses.
Well, one other question I had, well, 2 actually. One, you talked about the last week of campaigning, going to nightclubs, church, hospital, airport, everything in between. When is Zohran and the rest of you sleeping?
We're not sleeping much. And those are some of the benefits of having a young, energetic candidate.
Yes.
People are very shocked and
When
surprised
I was 34, I had more energy. Prem's not yet 34.
And I think we need more of that. But I really, more seriously, I think it represents a candidate who really wants to be New York City and meet all of New York City. This traditional type of campaigning, we're kind of doing it in a 21st century way.
Last question to you, Dora. He's going to be up on that stage later tonight, possibly giving a victory speech. Is the speech written? Is it done? Is he winging it?
He's finishing up the speech right now.
Okay.
There you have it.
There you have it. He's finishing up the speech. You guys are going to stick with the stream. We're going to be here all night until it's done.
Until it's done. That's right.
Done.
So on message, man.
Dora, thanks so much.
Thank you.
I don't think you're going to get some sleep tonight, but I hope you do.
Not tonight.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dora. That was Dora Pekic, who's press secretary to Zohran Mamdani. Thank you so much for joining us. This is crazy, as you can see here. That's our first guest. We got a lot of good guests tonight.
A lot of good.
We're hoping to grab Cynthia Nixon, Zeteo contributor, award-winning actress, big Zohran supporter. In fact, brought Zohran to Zeteo first. She did the first interview with Zohran Mamdani on his settlers bill last year. There's a lot going on tonight. We should remind people that it's not just a mayoral election in New York. There are elections across the country. In California, there's a Prop 50 vote on redistricting. In New Jersey, there's a gubernatorial election. In Virginia, there's a gubernatorial election. I don't believe we have a result on the governor's race, but on the lieutenant governor's race, CNN is projecting that Ghazala Hashmi is winning that race, has won that race.
That's breaking news right now.
Breaking news.
Speak.
We're going to get more info on that. We're going to take a break.
And
I've got a chat here by David Aldrin. Thanks for the super chat. He says calling Zohran an Islamist dilutes the term. I don't think he's an Islamist. I think he's actually like a race communist. I think he's like a far left race communist. But I think as a leftist, he has sympathies for Islamism. He's not an Islamist himself. I don't think he's religious really at all, but he has sympathies for Islamism, which is really bad. He is trying to win Islamists over.
What do we got? Is whatever we want, right?
I'll take a vodka soda.
I'm gonna get a vodka soda for him and a double Macallan neat for me.
Do you have drink taking?
No, we'll pay for it.
Okay.
And a communist that wants to instate Islamic doctrine, are you hearing yourself? I don't think that he wants to instate Islamic doctrine. I just think that he's sympathetic to Islamic extremists and he will always make excuses for them. Hi, Drew. So happy to see you. Thanks, mate. Good to see you. Yeah, he's not ideologically Islamist, but he will just support whatever ideology is anti-Western.
Down within the next 15 minutes.
Most likely. We'll be escorted.
Polls closing
no
in 20
drink
minutes.
No drink
No
tickets.
drink tickets
No
yet.
bitches. No drink tickets, no bitches.
$20 to pay for every drink.
I don't care about that.
No, it's fine. Can I get a squeeze of lime in there too? Or lime juice?
Damn, bro.
What?
Yusuf, thank you for the super chat. He says Trump taking away that benefits is the equivalent of Mega Mouse.
Was that what the total was?
Cheers, chat.
Okay.
Then what's the fear or comparison to 9/11? The fear or comparison to 9/11 is that he constantly makes excuses for Islamic extremists, which is the case. He doesn't have the moral clarity to condemn Islamic extremism.
President Trump looms large over mayor's race. Crazy.
Of course, Zohran's friend has pink nail, black
like
nail
vodka
polish.
water. A little spicy water.
Horrible.
What?
I hate the
spicy
nail
water.
polish on guys.
Oh, yeah? Wait, hold on. Don't show me. I'm
I'm
going
not
to use the
showing you.
credit card. It says timeout. It did it.
It's because his card's out. He doesn't want you guys to steal his credit card. You know, I got my identity stolen in like January of this year. It fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Card decline, yeah. No drink tickets. His
Actually,
card,
can I
his
get
card
some
is
ice?
actively
A little
declining.
What's
his
up?
membership.
What's going? Yeah, for sure.
I snuck in here. I'm reporting for the nation. I didn't sneak in.
Okay. Well, you're live right now with 80,000 people. No, this is good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's up?
I'm just writing a small piece about Muslim voters and what they mean for this election.
These guys really is hard to come up two-handed.
I've watched you talk on Hassan's show and stuff. So
Yeah.
just general thought on that.
Yeah. I think I have never felt truly represented, and I don't necessarily care that much about like being demographically represented at all. I care more about the ideology of a person. I care more about the
Hassan is not even
the
a religious
background of
Muslim.
it,
What the
like,
fuck's he talking about?
platform that a candidate has. But with Zohran, I got a twofer, right? I'm a 34-year-old Muslim socialist myself living in the United States of America. And for that reason, it almost felt extra painful seeing the Islamophobic attacks that he received throughout the entire campaign. It got a little crazier when those Islamophobic attacks also featured me directly. But I think he was very resilient in the face of that, knowing full well that there's a time to eat it, which I think he did expertly for like the first couple of months of the campaign, and then there was a time to put his foot down, because I think everyone from any kind of marginalized background knows there's always a certain point where like you make this calculation where like if you talk about racism that you're experiencing, then it's going to muddy the waters, it's going to dilute what you're trying to do in terms of the policies that you're advancing, right? Then the conversation is just going to be about that. Is it racist? Is it not racist? Whereas he centered his campaign entirely on affordability and entirely on what he wanted to do for voters. But there was a point at the end where I think Cuomo had no other options, and he was just simply consistently trying to tie him to like 9/11 and even with the Sid Rosenberg conversation that took place, where he actually took a stand. And I think it was important for him to take this stand to say that this kind of bigotry is not permissible.
This is torture. Holy
it's
fuck.
not allowed.
Such a snake, man.
You know, I'm very hopeful about the outcome of tonight.
How do you feel really quickly about your association in it? Like you're kind of the thing that they use to reference bad. How does that make you feel?
I mean, if I was a white dude, like Bill Maher, who said actually heinous shit about 9/11 after 9/11, I don't think it would have been as big of an issue. And I still don't think it's a big issue at all. I don't think New Yorkers were going to the polls thinking like, oh, Zohran's been around this imam, or Zohran's been around this content creator.
Such a freak.
That has, glamour profiles in the New York Times about being the possible Joe Rogan of the left. Like they attempted to do this thing that I don't think works in general, especially because people are making this decision not on Zohran's background. That's not a prominent part of the campaign at all. They're making this decision because of what this movement represents. They're making this decision on the potential for bringing about affordability to working class New Yorkers.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yo, you want to get a coat check?
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, it's gonna probably get hot when people get in here, and you're wearing a lot of coat. I'm wearing a heavy coat. I feel like a little bit more comfortable.
You want to do code check? Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we should. No.
I mean, I don't know. Do they have code check? Are we allowed?
I'm just trying to fucking work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
We can even do a bag check here.
Well, let me to grab stuff maybe on the fly.
Marginalized background.
Yeah.
You're a millionaire's Turkish
Hello.
supremacist
Sorry,
son,
no,
literally, dude.
Jacket.
What the fuck is Hassan Parker's marginalized
That's okay.
background, dude? He's not marginalized in any way whatsoever. He's a fucking millionaire in Hollywood.
All right, Chad, I'm putting you down for 2 seconds.
Here you go. That's one coat. So he's gonna take some stuff out of his bag. We can put the bag down as well, right?
Here's the other one.
We'll need a phone number.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here.
I don't think we should check that bag.
You don't? Okay, I'll carry
We
it.
need to carry stuff.
It's gonna take a photo of you too.
Oh, they grabbed it.
Nah, it's larger, so I can see you.
Okay.
Okay, and that's all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna text you those tag numbers to your phone. If you don't receive it, it's your phone number. We pick up.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
See, I feel way better already.
Oops, sorry. Feel like a burden has been lifted off your shoulders.
He's walking so fast. Why is he
What's up, man?
How are you?
How you doing? All right, we're here. Let's go see where we can find Ryan Grimm.
Okay.
All right, we're here at the ZOHRAN election watch party. It's a massive space, massive venue, and so far, I mean, it's entirely comprised of the media, members of the media. We kind of snuck in a little bit, but hello.
I'm with Breakthrough News.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Long time
Yes.
Breakthrough fan.
Of course, of course.
I'd love to get you on the stream.
Yeah, I would love to be on the stream. You're on the stream right now? My stream.
Stream Infinity.
But 1 second, can I go? I'll be around in a second.
Okay.
All right, I'll be back.
You know how it sounds, chat.
Yeah. My God, you look.
Remember I was rolled around with you.
Yeah, the day that we went to walk around Astoria, that was him.
Yeah, I do. Dude, you are so drippy.
Thank you.
You are so drippy, the man. We can. I think it's election night. We can actually show.
Yes, I can exist now, right?
Yes, this is the man behind the camera. You guys know already. You were around when we strolled around Astoria. What a time it's been, huh? Yeah, I am very, very excited and very anxious and very nervous.
I gotta get moving in a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. I'm gonna make sure you guys can hear. 1 sec.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yes. Everyone. Hello.
German press.
Hi.
Sonny, the collar fix.
What?
Oh, they want you to fix the back of your collar.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what you guys were talking about? I'm sorry.
No, we're live right now, but it's fine. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. For which one?
It's the German press agency, it's the German agency.
Oh, okay. Cool. For sure. Where is Ryan Grimm?
Oh, his collar's fucked up. You're right.
What?
The collar's fucked up.
Which one?
All right, you're good.
So I'm kind of interested in like the way in which ZOHRAN's campaign is like hitting internationally and like what you
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question would be to you, Zohran, has been having a run. What do you think about his campaign, what it means for the country, but also what it means internationally?
Well, I think it means a lot. There's not a lot of hope right now in the United States of America. We're in the throes of authoritarianism with the Trump administration, and I think it's very terrifying for a lot of people. There's a lot of instability, there's a lot of pain, and I think a dynamic young candidate like ZOHRAN running on a campaign of affordability has been a glimmer of hope for a lot of people. I mean, I'm live every day, and I have an international audience today because there are people not only all around the country, but all around the world that are looking to the New York mayoral election for some sense of hope, to see if
Polls
America
closing
will
in
move
10
in a
minutes.
more positive direction, one that actually focuses on the working class rather
Cheryl
than
hitting
the
60%
elite
in
capture that
Virginia.
we've
That's
seen
crazy.
from American politicians on both sides up until this moment. So there is a lot of hope and a lot of positivity surrounding the campaign, and I think that's what has carried this campaign into unprecedented levels, coming from a crowded primary field with 16 other candidates, with a dynastic name like Cuomo coming into the race later on, and then this massive defeat for Cuomo. Hopefully that enthusiasm that carried into the general is something that a lot of people are paying close attention to. Both people that are looking for a sense of hope, but a lot of very wealthy, very powerful people are also paying close attention to this campaign and how it turns out, what the results look like tonight.
And how do you think, what could like a German left wing learn from Zohran's campaign?
Focusing on the material harms that everyday workers are struggling with should be the primary focus of any serious left candidacy, any serious left flank party, whether it be, I think it's Die Linke, right? Whether it be Die Linke
Oh my god, he's
or
supporting Die
any other
Linke,
party,
fucking Russian
they must
communist
have an
sympathizers.
uncompromising focus on affordability. If not, we see parties like AfD and dangerous right-wing parties, reactionary parties, fascist parties actually come back into positions of power and focus on dangerous narratives surrounding immigrants and all these other issues, when in fact the reason why people are feeling a sense of anger and resentment is because their public transit is no longer the same as it was.
No, I
a
think
couple
that they're angry
generations
because
prior.
Islamic
They have
terrorists
no
are
hope
stabbing
that
them in
they
the
can
streets
retire
and
at a
killing
reasonable
people.
age. Affordability is completely out of control. That people have a hard
I
time.
think people in
paying
Germany
rent.
and Europe are
People
pretty
have a hard
upset
time
that they're getting stabbed and
an
raped
honest
by
wage that
foreign
can carry an
criminals.
entire family. These are the real issues that people care about. And in the absence of any
I think it's a
party
real
making that their
issue
primary
to be
focus,
stabbed
you see a
and
lot
murdered
of
by
these
foreign criminals.
reactionary movements grow by hyper-focusing on the dangers of immigrants, even though immigrants and refugees, just like the local population, the domestic population, have the exact same interests around affordability. They're just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, dude. The Islamic
problem.
terrorists stabbing people to death in the streets. They just want to make ends meet, dude.
All right. What's going on? Let's go see where Zateo is.
Finally, I have my other hand back. Contrary to popular belief.
Jacob! Oh, never mind.
Drinking and ham hopping is hard.
Where is... Sure, man. Every time I see you, you upgrade. Like,
Yeah, he hasn't-
this dude, he was at Astoria with like a hand cam at the rally with the... Wait, you want me to hold it?
Holding it.
You're holding it. Okay, got it. What's up?
Introduce yourself.
I'm Hassan Piker.
All right, spell your name.
Hasanpiker.
All right, Hassan Piker, thanks for talking to us at New York One. Tell us what brings you to the Zohran rally and your thoughts on the race here in New York.
Well, I'm here just like everybody else. I'm here to see whether or not Zohran Mamdani pulls through and becomes the next mayor of New York. As a member of the media, that's what I'm here to do.
Okay, you're a streamer. Cuomo used you as a punching bag against Cuomo. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think you should have probably focused on delivering a discernible platform that would help New Yorkers rather than cry about a random Twitch streamer that happened to do an interview with Zohran Mamdani in the primary when he was polling at 5%.
Okay. And what are you feeling today? There's reports that there's been record...
Is Hassan taking credit for Zohran winning? Oh, he was only polling at 5% before I interviewed him.
We see streamers from around the world. We see international media here, local media here. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I'm very hopeful. I'm very excited. I'm very nervous. I've been burned before, but it's impossible not to feel a sense of hope for a better tomorrow for the first time in a long time, especially with the way things are going with the Trump administration. I do hope that New Yorkers do the right thing and they voted for Zohran Mamdani for an affordability campaign. for a New York that people can't afford to live in.
And what's your thoughts on Trump endorsing Cuomo?
That is the least surprising thing that happened in this entire election. I mean, we've been saying it. Zohran's campaign has been saying it. And Andrew Cuomo, until the very last moment, duped a bunch of New York Democrats into believing that he was not in the pocket of Donald Trump. And I think it's very disingenuous, but it's of course expected
Oh
of
my
Andrew
God,
Cuomo.
look at the
That's
fucking
the reason
media
why
pack.
he is the
Horrible.
disgraced former
Disgusting.
governor of New York. And hopefully after tonight, his political career will be over for good.
The results are going to come out pretty soon. What do you anticipate with the results?
I'm hoping, inshallah, praying for a 55% victory for Zohran Mamdani, but who knows? Who knows what happens?
All right, my colleague from the Daily News, you got a question?
I have a question. Has Andrew Cuomo seized on your comments a lot during your press release? Do you and any of your jokes and get a liability for the campaign at all?
Do I regret things that I said?
Yeah, like any of the
I regret
jokes.
things that I say, and I regret things that I will say in the future as well. I'm a human being, and I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm not a serious political operative by any metric. If Andrew Cuomo decides to present me as some sort of kingmaker, well, he's wrong. I'm just a regular-ass dude. But that's probably the reason why I have 70,000 people watching right now, because people want to hear from regular-ass dudes as opposed to more buttoned-up commentary folk that don't actually represent the interests of everyday citizens.
You say you're hoping for a 55% victory tonight?
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm saying fingers crossed, inshallah.
If he doesn't reach that level, do you think does he not have the mandate that we wish he would have?
Oh no, this was a major contest. This was a major contest. Hundreds of millions of dollars dumped. So many hurdles that Zohran had to overcome. So I'm hoping for that, but that doesn't actually spell whether or not he has a popular mandate. I think what shows that he has the people's wishes is that in spite of all of the odds, he came from a lesser-known candidate background to defeating a dynastic name in New York politics in Andrew Cuomo in the primaries, and then still had to continue fighting in a crowded field with the President of the United States of America entering the fray, and even potentially talking about removing funds illegally from New York that were previously allocated. A lot of very wealthy and very powerful people are terrified, I think. And it's really interesting because what Zohran Mamdani has represented as an outsider's perspective is a guy who's putting working class people first in his campaign. And the very fact that that is so terrifying that you have the likes of Stephen Miller, Donald Trump, Bill Ackman, Elon Musk, numerous billionaires in the United States of America, this scared, this worried, is really interesting to me. It's like, why are you so antagonistic to offering people some modest change, a crumb of affordability, a modest expansion of already existing social safety nets? Why is this so hard to fathom for so many wealthy people? And I think it's because they want to destroy hope. They want to destroy hope within the working class that a better tomorrow is possible, because they do worry. And I think some members in the media as well play a formative role in this.
The dangerous freaking right-wing parties mentioning immigration.
Sure that people are fearful that if the working class is united, they might be able to advocate for their own best interests.
Oh yeah, so true, bro. I don't give a fuck about Zohran's politics about the bus. I care about the fact that he's sympathetic to communists and Islamists.
I think that the pro-Palestinian position was a third rail, an untouchable part of American politics for far too long. And I think that's another reason why a lot of people feel threatened, even though Zohran Mamdani advocated at the time boldly for the majority position. This was already, the position that he advances is the majority position that many Americans and the overwhelming majority of Democrats also agree with. And yet, for some weird reason, we don't see that in Washington, D.C. And I always ask myself, why? I talk to politicians all the time. I say, what's going on? I mean, the overwhelming majority of your base of support are very clearly recognizing right from wrong in terms of our seemingly unconditional loyalty to the state of Israel, a foreign nation that demands
Turkey's a foreign
billions
nation.
and billions of dollars in weapons transfers, and then also ends up interfering in our domestic affairs as well, in terms of anti-BDS legislation that they advance in 38 different states.
He's literally doing like David Duke. He's literally doing like David Duke. Zog talking
Weird
points.
reason this is like not ever discussed. And for the first time ever, a lot of Americans did actually realize that this was a significant problem for them. So much so that I think they rewarded a politician that came out and said, I want to be a mayor of New York. I don't need to go to Israel to be the mayor of New York. And I saw so many apolitical people, so many people that are completely checked out of the political process, turn around and say, yeah, actually, that is very cool that he said that. Why are we asking the New York mayor whether or not he'll go to Tel Aviv or visit Tel Aviv? It's a ridiculous question. I'm sorry, what did you say? I mean, what I want is probably very different than what I think a New York mayor can accomplish, but I'm an advocate for boycott, divestments, and sanctions from the state of Israel. It was a very successful movement against apartheid South Africa, and I think Israel is also an apartheid, and I think making sure that Israel has to follow international human rights is a pretty standard demand to make. But I'm not speaking for Zohran, obviously. I'm speaking for myself. I'm a random person with no affiliations to Zohran Mamdani whatsoever, just for the record.
Beyond BDS, anything, like, tell me more.
I mean, BDS is pretty good, I think. If you were to even remotely accomplish BDS, or if any American politician were to even start entertaining the conversation, I think we would be moving the needle in a pretty progressive direction. I don't want anyone to suffer. I don't want people living in Israel to suffer. But even my anti-Zionist Jewish allies in Israel tell me, look, it's getting to a point where outside pressure is an absolute necessity of this sort in order to make some significant changes here, because unfortunately it's not happening the way things are going currently.
What do you think this means for the Democratic Party? Are you excited by it?
Yes, I am, but we shall see. I don't know. We're about to find out what happens in a little bit.
By the way, guys, leave a like on the YouTube
okay,
stream.
Polls are just now closed, so we're about
Polls
to
just
find
closed.
out very shortly on whether or not there
We've
is,
got 26 live viewers on YouTube. Leave a like. It'd be great if you could leave a like. Help me reach more people. And we've got 5,000 total viewers on Twitter, which is great.
Included in the media, because you're also of working class background, probably realize that things are not going too great for the average person. The affordability crisis has not been solved at all, in spite of the fact that Donald Trump ran on solving the affordability crisis and seemingly has done nothing. As a matter of fact, has made things worse with the tariff strategies that are indecipherable. So when you see a lack of pushback from institutional Democrats, from establishment Democrats, and you demand more from your politicians, and then you see a dynamic young candidate like Zohran Mamdani who places workers first at the center of his campaigning, I mean, it's impossible not to feel a sense of hope. I mean, he's a racist. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous that he was.
He's just obsessed with Israel. Hey, Daniel.
For trying to associate.
Hey, man. How you
Hey,
doing?
Drew.
Hey, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Likewise.
What channel coverage would you recommend we bring up?
For me, Twitter is the best.
Yeah, let me bring up Twitter. So the polls just closed. How are you going, Daniel? It's good to properly talk. Share the stream around, man. Share the stream around.
Yes. So which link should I share?
YouTube would be good. YouTube would be good if you
I
want
see.
to share
Stream
that.
it to your audience. I can do it. I see.
Yeah,
now.
you can stream it to your audience too.
Oh, I'm doing it now. That's what I'm gonna do, and then I'll share the stream there.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, man. Gee, so the polls just closed.
Yeah. Well, the Democrats are winning big in Virginia and in
they crushed it
New
in
Jersey.
in Virginia.
I'm actually out of the city now. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida.
So you saw Jay Jones was elected Attorney General of Virginia. This guy literally posted that he said that. What did he say? He said in a message to somebody that he wanted the children of Republicans to die in their arms so that they can understand the pain of
It is really disgusting. I thought he was
Yeah.
going to lose, but it's a shame that people don't have any more decency, supporting candidates. That shouldn't be a partisan thing. Yeah, NYC election. Let me see the results.
Yeah. Is there any like specific Twitter account you think I should bring up onto the stream?
Decision that. Oh, any Twitter person, you mean?
Yeah, who's like specifically following New York or decision desks or something like that? What do you recommend?
The Decision Desk is a good page to follow to
yeah.
see what they're saying.
That's
Henry
it,
Olsen. Yeah. Henry Olsen. He's the guy to follow on elections, by the way. Well,
Henry Olsen.
That's
here
it.
he is. Okay.
We did a live on the Argentina election together.
Oh, cool. Okay, let's see.
He loses. Okay, so he's already tweeting what he's saying.
Okay. Exit poll shows Mamdani up by about 7, roughly 47% of the vote. Wow, Sliwa dropped a lot, but not enough for Cuomo. Mamdani wins every racial and ethnic group, but really wins the College Plus vote. He beats Cuomo, so he's won. He must have won.
Wow. Okay, it's 36% reported. He has 51.5% of the vote against Cuomo, right under 40.
Wow! Oh my God! Already,
Sliwa is at 8%.
Already, hang on. Already, wow! Already 36% in. So, wow! So he's above 51%.
Check his percentage by borough. What does each borough have?
Okay, so Queens, he's at 49% to 39%. Brooklyn,
that's his big bastion. Brooklyn, of course, that's where all the libs live.
Yeah. 60 to 34 in Brooklyn. Manhattan, he's 52 to 44. Interesting.
Not bad. Okay, that's better.
Bronx, 52 to 38.
Surprisingly good for him.
And then Staten Island, like the one.
Oh wow, he didn't even beat Curtis Sliwa. He's really bad in Staten Island.
That's really funny, actually. If I lived in New York, I'd probably have to go to Staten Island.
I've been to Staten Island. It does not feel like a city, to be honest.
Yeah, true. It's like suburbs, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. You have to get there by ferry or by a bus or car. I'll say I highly recommend a restaurant that is right by the ferry entrance called Nona's. It's grandmas from different countries that make you food.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna make a point. Nona's ferry next to the Staten Island. So these votes, are they like pre-polls that they're counting? How were they able to release so many so quickly? This is
probably the earlier vote by mail.
Yeah. Do you think there's any chance that things can improve for Cuomo, or it's just not going to be enough?
I think Mamdani is going to win. It's very difficult. I mean, Cuomo is a bad candidate, Drew.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Who was a terrible governor, who's a terrible man as a person, and that's why Mamdani is winning. It's a shame.
Yeah, it's the worst candidate ever. You literally couldn't come up with a shitter candidate. I said this previously.
York,
he ran the worst. Yeah, he literally ran one of the worst campaigns in history. And even recently, his Twitter's been so shit. Like the AI videos are not very good. Like it's just a terrible campaign.
I saw those.
Those are not even good. Like it's just a terrible campaign, sadly. He even had did you see when he had this was a really mental point. He had like Muslims for Cuomo, and they were saying like Zohran's not a real Muslim because he's Shia. And it's like, what the fuck? Like you're doing
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, they were doing like actual like Shia Sunni sectarianism, and it's like, what the fuck are these guys thinking? It's literally the worst.
Okay,
worst
it would be funny.
Avoid.
It would be funny if he lost the Sunni Muslim vote over that.
Yeah, I don't think he did. I don't think he did at all. But
I did like the attack that Cuomo did with the Muslim community against Mamdani with the prostitution legalization, because Mamdani has said that he supports legalizing prostitution.
Yes.
And they couldn't believe it, right? Because you had this imam who was from like another country. A Muslim brother would never support legalizing prostitution, and then he shows him the video, and he's like in shock.
Yeah, no, he had that endorsement. It was crazy. He had that endorsement from Siraj Wahaj, I think his name was, and this was a really hardline cleric who like literally supports the death penalty for homosexuality and everything.
Yes,
and it's like, yeah, it's just crazy. I think let's see what Mehdi Hassan's saying. Just like I'm just gonna torture myself by just like seeing what Mehdi Hassan's saying.
Which is an achievement. Like he's ended the campaign so Islamophobically, so in such a racist.
Of course, yeah, he's already going into the Islamophobia.
Of people who were considering voting for her, or maybe even did. I mean, one of the strong things that he presented was, I'm going to fight Trump. Well, he ended up being Trump's candidate and parroting.
But Cynthia Nixon, you know, she supported Chavez too. I mean, all these people are coming.
On Fox today and urged viewers to
Yeah,
listen to Donald
yeah.
Trump and vote for him. That's true.
Yes.
Insane.
Oh, Mehdi Hassan's literally torture. I hate Mehdi so
A lot
much.
of people, when they look at Andrew Cuomo's decision,
It's a shame when they put him on the. Remember the Jubilee video he did?
Oh yeah.
It's the only video where I've ever agreed with Mehdi on anything because they put him against literal fascists.
Oh, they literally put him against actual Nazis, which is like a shame. So it's like a real shame. Like he wasn't arguing against anyone normal at all. Let's see what CBS is saying.
Yeah, absolutely. It really shows the Democratic turnout, youth turnout surged here in New York City. With 51%,
Yeah, he's won for
it looks
sure.
like Mamdani probably did very well with independent voters.
Do you think that the Virginia results are a really bad sign for the Republicans ahead of the midterms next year?
Around
I think it's normal. So if you see how much the Democrats won Virginia by, that's a normal margin. If anything, they should have won by perhaps even more, given that Trump is president. But I think because Virginia became a very democratic state, you know, and this
that's true.
When you have an incumbent as a president, usually they lose the local and state elections.
So that's true. That's certainly true. I just know that in the past 3 sort of like off-year elections, so 2017, 2021, and then now 2025, there's been that, well, 2017 and 2021, it was then followed by pretty bad losses for the Republicans in midterms.
I agree with
Yes.
Dr. Polanco here.
Yeah.
I'm checking on New Jersey too because I mean I'm a New Jersey resident actually.
Oh, okay,
And
right. I didn't realize. Cool.
I was really hoping that Chiatarelli would win. He's a really good candidate, a good man, and his opponent,
think
the
New
Democratic,
Jersey-
is very
I think I ran out of co-pays that night.
I saw JC. We were hanging out that night. He was not in a good mood in June. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, Decision Desk already came out with the response saying that he's been elected, Zohran.
Right now, Curtis Lee was only getting
Oh, really?
8% of the vote. That's,
Yeah.
you know, astonishing given the fact that he got 24% of the mayoral vote last time when he ran against.
That's sad. That's sad.
And let's talk about
Let's see. Is CNN live? Yeah, this is interesting. Oh, this is NBC. Hang on. Do we have CNN?
for the commenter who's saying that isn't he terrible on Jimby Mamdani? Yeah,
He
I mean,
is.
how can you be a
He's
Jimby
terrible.
if you are for rent control? Nobody wants to
It's
build
immense.
anything.
It's so. Oh, dude, that was one of. I have to say that was probably one of my biggest black pill moments of the Democrats. The fact that all these abundance types, Ezra Kleins of the world, who these are the people that I liked, and then they all came out for him. They all came out for Zohran.
You have
It's
to
like,
remember, Drew, that Ezra was a far leftist that
Yeah,
now has
yeah,
rebranded
yeah.
himself as a moderate.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. He was always pretty far left. He came out really hard though for Zohran, and I just thought like that was so indefensible. Especially if you're like, he literally wrote the book on abundance, and then he's supporting a guy who does rent controls. Like, it's just mental.
Yeah. To the commenter who's saying that Chiatarelli was awful, I actually think he was a good guy. And look, I mean, in Jersey, the issue is also about crime. It's about cooperating with like immigration enforcement for criminals. It's the energy issue. It's the it's so many things. And I admit Mikey Sherrill isn't the worst Democrat. It's a normal. What do you say? I've heard Northeast Republicans are bad on that issue, but I agree about Mamdani being terrible. Yeah, but oh, you mean Chiatarelli's awful for Yimbyism? Yes, he's not very Yimby on like discourse, but he's actually come out in favor of upzoning around transit areas, including his own hometown. So I actually think he's much better than you would expect. And really, the important issue in Jersey is that the taxes are just way too high.
CNN live coverage. I want to try to get the CNN live coverage because apparently they've got Ben Shapiro and also Charlemagne the God, which is so random.
Oh, Drew, you need to put the live that the Manhattan Institute is doing.
Okay, yeah. Where's
Those are my
that? Where's
colleagues.
that?
So let me see. I think it's on Twitter, City Journal.
Okay, so I like this Manhattan Institute. Let's find this. Hang on.
Let me see where it is. Charles Lehman. You follow Charles Lehman?
I should do. Yes, we do.
Oh,
We
it's not.
follow each other.
Yeah, it should be at 8:50 p.m. Eastern time. It's on
Okay.
Substack.
Oh, it's on Substack. Okay. Let's see if I can bring it up on here. Let's see. I don't actually watch much Substack live streaming.
I have never seen a Substack live stream.
Yeah, let's see this.
They're in the office.
Cool. Okay, let's see this.
One wants to be able to make more housing, more predictably is the most important.
Hang on, why is this playing up?
Environmental review for rezoning in New York City. And the developer has to bear all of the uncertainty and all the costs of that. And then they have to go through the land use process, the ULURP process, that ends in the city council vote that I said has this council member veto at the end of it. So there's just so much uncertainty. But if you're a rent stabilized owner, you just want the ability to change the law and increase the rents a little bit, right? Whereas in San Francisco, there is more of a concentration of the tech industry and an alignment of interests. And here we just don't quite have that.
So there are very big have here that I'm really curious to get your take on, Mike, is a lot of overachieving, and overachieving, I mean over-credentialed, really, like underachieving.
Downwardly mobile.
Yeah, downwardly mobile millennials who don't have roots in New York. They're, first-generation New Yorkers who are coming out in droves for Zohran Mamdani.
And Raihan Salam, the president, had a great piece on this in the Journal.
Yeah, no, it was great analysis. What's your sort of take on that? I mean, he seems to have essentially hijacked the political machine.
So the results are updated now.
Updated results. Let's see.
The vote in. Mamdani is down to 50.2%, and Cuomo is up to 40.8%.
New Yorkers with
hang on. Let me see that.
Nearly 10-point difference. Even if all the Sligo voters had voted for Cuomo, as it is right now, it would still be Mamdani winning slightly. But I think it's going to get closer.
So we've got, let's see, New York City mayoral results. 43% of votes in. He's above a majority, 50.2%. And I wish that they had the ticker. So he's
right.
59% in Brooklyn, 48% in Queens, 51% in Bronx.
What's interesting is that in Manhattan, if you click again on Manhattan, Cuomo is doing relatively well. Like everybody just coalesced around Cuomo. Like very few people voted for Sligo.
3%.
Can you click on
Holy
Manhattan?
shit.
Maybe we can see the results more detailed. I'm not sure if they even.
Where can I?
Yes,
results
there
by
it is.
neighborhood. Yes. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Oh wow,
Okay,
Cuomo actually won parts.
Yeah, Upper East Side is the rich
Side.
area of Manhattan. That's the wealthy area.
Right.
Now look at
So
the West
Cuomo-
Side. I used to live there. I'm surprised. That's a very Jewish area. That's why I'm surprised.
Less than 1% reporting.
Oh, okay.
Where's that really Jewish area in Brooklyn? Is it Borough Park?
No, well, and Williamsburg. So if you go a little north to the coast next to Manhattan.
Oh, yeah. Williamsburg.
Okay, there.
What the fuck? Wow.
And then the one, that's.
Less than 1% reporting. Less than 1%.
Oh, okay. So maybe the areas for Cuomo haven't reported as much, and we'll get closer.
Let's see New York precinct max. I want to see if we've got like actual precinct. New York election. The most detailed map. Oh, this is good. I wanted to see this. Okay.
Right. Yes, that's the Jewish area.
Wow. Okay. that is getting crushed there. That's pretty funny. Wait, Eric Adams even there.
Oh, there's one with Eric Adams. Where Eric Adams is reading. That's so funny.
Where was that? Hang on. Where is that? Hang on. I lost. Oh, there. 7 votes for Eric Adams in Brooklyn, 50-47.
3 for Mamdani. And Eric Adams is not even running anymore.
Oh man, I love looking at the data. I love going.
No, for the person commenting here that Williamsburg is full of hipsters. Yes, The other part of Williamsburg is full of hipster. Williamsburg is divided in between Hasidic Jews on one end and hipsters on the other. Commie hipster.
Yeah. Yo. By the way,
let's look at Columbia. Look at Columbia University, their precinct.
Yeah, good idea.
So it's down. Go a little down. There.
Around here, right?
Down. No, down. A little more down. There. Wow.
Whoa,
80. That one is 82, 74. All from Mamdani.
Crushed it. Damn.
Well, this kind of validates the theory that it's the white lib, highly educated.
Well, it literally is just that.
Flushing, which is the very Chinese area in Queens.
Where's that?
So if you see it, it's labeled Flushing. It's pretty divided there.
Flushing. Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
So it's all around there.
Interesting. So let's see. What's the? I love this very detailed map. I'll go back to the. I'll go back to just the ordinary New York Times one.
So I just came from speaking at Florida State University, and I had to debate some socialists.
Oh yeah, how's that? Did you talk about Venezuela?
Yes, and so the first question.
Oh, Bill's back.
What's up,
Hello,
guys?
Bill.
Hey,
Bill.
Hey,
Bill,
Daniel,
have
so
you met-
nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Oh, you know him from Twitter.
Like you, Drew. Yeah, we love seeing your work and like your story from Venezuela and everything. It's been very interesting.
But yeah,
keep explaining. I want to hear about this.
I was telling him. I just came from speaking at Florida State University. They had like a little protest, but nothing can get out of control because this is Florida. Ron DeSantis is governor. This is also the capital. The police is here. But the first question was, how do I feel about manufacturing consent for an invasion of Venezuela?
Fucking mental. That's so mental.
And I felt very well. And there is no invasion. It's not about an invasion, but I do support military action and I support what the president's doing.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
They were very triggered.
That's actually awesome. Is there any footage of this?
Yes, it's recorded. It's going to be published.
I'm keen. I'll share that for sure. I'll share that. That's gee, that would have been good fun. So what do you think is happening there? Do you think it'll happen soon? Like what do you reckon?
Look, I do think that there will be land strikes in Venezuela by the end of the year. The question is what they're going to hit.
Yeah.
And I hope they hit the right targets. And I don't mean as in like innocent people that will die. That's not going to happen. I mean like the targets where the regime is. I mean, I want to end in the liberation of Venezuela, not just.
I agree.
Drug depots.
And Daniel, would you say most Venezuelans have that same opinion, like well over 50%?
Oh, people are not allowed to express it in the country because, aren't they trying to strip me of my citizenship abroad for saying this? Imagine if I was inside.
Oh, wait. So tell us about that. So the Venezuelan government is trying to strip the citizenship of Venezuelan.
So this really dumb man who's paid by the regime, he took us to the Supreme Court and he and there's a list of 22 people. And
wow.
He's like, because you oppose the interest of the motherland, and then you have voluntarily relinquished your citizenship. But it's also dumb. And
that's pretty funny. Holy shit.
Well, the woman that ran against Maduro, she has fled, right? And
she's in hiding in Venezuela, Maria Corina.
Oh, in hiding.
Oh,
yeah, she's inside.
Wow.
I don't know where.
That's crazy.
But yes, that's why she always speaks from a white background room without anything behind her.
Yeah, right.
That's
scary.
amazing
that she's still hiding in Venezuela. If the regime knew where she was, what do you think they would do?
That's an interesting question. Whether they would kill her or kidnap her, I don't know. I think maybe now they're more willing to do it.
Yeah, because they're desperate now.
Yes, I don't really know. Because they have really kidnapped everybody else that they have been able to find.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
It kind of reminds me of like
than kill them, because I think it gives them more leverage to the regime.
Do you Daniel? Do you think it's similar to how leftists view El Salvador, kind of, where they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," or "It's terrible that what Bukele has done to the country of El Salvador," kind of how like they say it's terrible, like what Western imperialism has done to Venezuela, or that Trump wants to attack Maduro. Because El Salvador, they tend to be very fond of Bukele. Whenever I meet them,
yes,
the left
yes,
have this
I think
completely different view.
I would say I'm one of the few conservatives who's not very fond of Bukele. Even though I like what he did on crime, but because, I mean, look, once a commie, always a commie for me.
He was a socialist, right? What was it? It was interesting. He started off as a socialist.
Party. He even lamented the death of Hugo Chavez in 2013.
Really? That's crazy. I never knew that.
The tweet's there. He was like the
really?
Yes. So, I have a natural deep mistrust.
That's interesting.
And a host of other issues. I wrote about it for National Review a couple of years ago. I've been banging this drum for some time. But I mean, I love what he did on crime. I think it's good.
Yeah.
But that's all he has achieved, to be fair. It's not like
he made interesting,
he's
bought some Bitcoin.
Okay? He's not lowering taxes, decreasing regulation. He's no Javier Milei.
Sure.
Wow. I like Milei. Milei's a good guy. I like Milei a lot.
He's the only politician I've been such a fan of, to be honest. When he came to the US for inauguration, he came to the Hispanic Bowl, and I was there, and I literally just ran towards him, and I said, "I love you," and I took a selfie with him.
Oh, you got a selfie? That's awesome. That's awesome.
Look, more votes are coming in, and it's getting closer. It's now 60.2% reported.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Let me get that up. 1 second. I'll put this on for everyone to see.
41% for Cuomo, 49% Mamdani.
I think it's going to be too. I can't see him getting ahead of him. What do you think? I don't know.
Look, I think this is what I think on the results. If Mamdani wins, this is going to be very bad for the U.S. because more democratic socialists are going to run for office and win.
Yeah.
If Mamdani loses, though, if there's by even one vote, what this would mean is the socialists are cooked in the U.S. They're not. I mean, the Democratic Party could be saved, and that's why I want Mamdani to lose, because the reality is that in America, half of the time Democrats will govern, and I don't want that half of the time to be freaking Chavistas.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I fully agree with you there.
Yeah.
I think it would be better for the country if ZOHRAN loses. I think it's going to be too hard to get ahead of it, though. I mean, I can't see Cuomo pulling ahead at this point.
Yeah, I can't either. Sadly, I do think Andrew Cuomo was the worst counter to ZOHRAN.
Yeah, literally.
You could have come up with. I mean,
look, I'll say if he does lose by one vote, Cuomo against Mamdani or something like that, I'm gonna be really mad at my friend who voted for Curtis Lewa out of principle. I know a couple of them. Right.
I feel like Mamdani's campaign is just celebrating Sliwa. I feel like you can't love him as much as Mamdani's campaign is right now.
I do like Sliwa.
He does. No, I like him. I think he's a good guy. Much better than Cuomo. This is just about practicality of saving.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's see what people are saying on Twitter. So 60.
Wait.
Well, they're projecting him as the winner, Mamdani's.
Yeah, I think it's over, but
whoa. Yeah, this is like called right now.
It has been called. It is interesting that it's slightly narrowed as the votes have come in, but it does seem that it's going to be too hard.
Yeah, 99% betting odds now. It's looking like Cuomo is done.
Really?
Wow. Let's go back to what's Henry Olsen saying. Let's see that. Put this back on the screen.
Question. He gets really good analysis by demographic groups.
Let's see. 25% of New York City voters consider themselves a democratic socialist. Holy fuck.
Oh, that's we put out a poll about that at the Manhattan Institute. It's actually really shocking.
That's mental. That's so bad. So Cuomo wins the Jewish vote by only 60 to 31. My God.
So
I'm sorry, but
just
I'm
horrible candidate.
Such a bad candidate. I'm sorry, but if you're Jewish and you vote for Zohran, I actually think like you're suicidal. It's pretty bad.
Well, Trump said you're stupid if you're Jewish and votes for.
I think President Trump is right there.
Oh, hey, we have a Mamdani supporter in the chat.
Let's go. The only income group Mamdani loses are those making 200K or more, and that by only 11%.
The backbone of society. Just kidding.
He barely wins among straight voters by 43 to 42, but
he wins the case by 64 points.
14% of New York City being gay is actually a huge number. Like there's like how many people? There's like 8 million people in New York City.
Because they all moved there.
Yeah, still that's a huge number though. That's crazy. He barely wins among straight voters by 43 to 42. That's hilarious. My God.
I'll say that. Wait, go up. I want to read more about these stats. This is really funny.
Yeah.
So on the income group, I'm actually surprised he only loses that one by 11 over 200K. Now, to be fair, 200K is not as high of a number in New York City as in the entire nation, but it's still a substantial amount of money. That is, I mean, it's a small minority of New York.
Oh, this is funny. Hassan Parker got rejected. Hang on, let me put this on the screen. Hassan gets rejected entry to upstairs seating at the Zohran Mamdani election party. I do not have you on the upstairs.
I have you for the upstairs.
Okay.
Can I see your ticket tape?
That's so good, actually. I love that.
Okay. Oh, okay. If you're
so we can't go upstairs.
The communists always eat their own.
So they're not on the list for upstairs? Yeah.
I'm not, but are you?
They're already winning and they're already disinviting him from the party.
Zohran definitely distanced from Hassan Piker.
Yeah.
Damn.
But I can double check and just make sure on my end.
More seating area.
Yeah, I just wanted a drink. I'm good.
That's pretty funny. Let's see his reaction.
We can show here. It's fine. We have no motion. We're out. We're done.
We're washed.
We're washed.
Probably getting kicked out within the next 15 minutes.
Most likely. We'll be escorted.
It's pretty funny, actually.
And no drink tickets. No drink tickets.
That's pretty funny. I'm trying to get my I'm trying to get CNN live streaming on. Hang on. Because I want to
cold of Zohran to not invite Hassan. Hassan, I feel like, was Zohran's like first huge supporter, like early in his primary run. Remember, like when they met in New York, and then really distanced from him when they found out his like 9/11 comments weren't fond of that.
But I wonder whether now that he's won, he's just going to like he'll just like stop caring and be friends with Hassan.
Rub it in, yeah, probably.
I actually expect that. To be honest. I reckon he'll give a speech and he'll shout at Hassan and just like really rub it in.
How can I share my screen?
If you send, hang on, I'm just trying to work out how to do it.
I want to share a tweet. If you want, you can share it yourself.
No, I
think it's really funny.
Do you see the present or invite thing?
I see the present share screen.
Yeah. So if you click that should work.
What about this one?
Okay, let's put this up. Hang on.
I don't know if you see it.
Hang on, I'm going to remove mine, put this up. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Man, it's sad. I feel bad for you, man, that you literally, you escaped Chavismo and then it comes to New York City.
You know, I had a professor, my favorite math professor in high school in Venezuela was a Cuban who had left Cuba in the 70s. And then he had to leave Venezuela in the 2010s.
Oh, gee, man.
Hassan, if he was a Soviet scientist.
That was pretty funny. Dude, 69% of votes in, another new trench is in, and it didn't really make any difference, to be honest.
Well, I think he's going to be below 50, but barely at the end.
Yeah.
So this is showing even if Cuomo got all of Sliwa's votes, he still loses though here. So
yeah, good point.
Yeah,
and that wasn't going to happen ever. We know it. There's a lot of
Sliwa for this moment.
They were never going to vote for Cuomo.
So people can't even really complain about Sliwa then. It literally wasn't even Sliwa's.
I mean, dude, this is just Andrew Cuomo being the worst candidate maybe of
in
all
history
time to run. Yeah,
I don't know why Richie Torres didn't run. I don't know why Richie Torres didn't run.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
He's become a massive figure of hate for the left now, though. Unfortunately,
this is making me wish Andrew Yang had beat Eric Adams the last mayoral election. I think Yang would have been a phenomenal mayor.
Gee, that would have been fun.
He's just very liked. Very good man. He's very liked by like a lot of Democrats and even moderate Republicans.
Race called by AP. Race called by AP.
It's over.
It's over. It's fully over. I have to admit, Zohran fully won. Zohran completely mogged me. I've been mogged. My ballot in the bottle from Australia was defeated.
Hey Drew, he still will never be your mayor.
Yeah, Zohran Mamdani will literally never be my mayor. I'm not living under him. I'm going to make that post literally.
Good for you. Now. Good for you, to be honest.
Zohran Mamdani,
not my mayor. Can you put the precinct map again?
Yes, let me get up the precinct map. Let's see that. Okay, hang on. Where's the Yeah, I've got the precinct map. I'll put that up. He's literally not my mayor. At the end of the day,
neither is mine, to be honest. So anyway,
at the end of the day, he's literally not my mayor.
Wow. Man. Well, at least the Upper West Side turned out. I go to church in the Upper West Side, so at least I feel good about that.
So I guess, guys, we don't agree with the doomsday people, though. Like New York is truly doomed.
I don't believe in that.
Or how do you feel, Daniel? You, Drew, are you guys black-pilled on it, or how do you guys feel?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm interested in what you think, Daniel. I don't think it's good. I don't think Zohran can single-handedly desroy New York. I don't think
it's too great of a city. And what the weird thing is, Adams has done a pretty great job. New York it seems like it's thriving every time I go up, and the consensus seems to do that as well.
Well, no, I mean, he hasn't done anything good. I mean, if you want to do good for New York City, you need to hire more cops, you need to clean the streets, you need to put people in mental health facilities, you need to lower taxes, allow for charter schools. And Adams has not done anything except mismanage the migrant crisis. Now, Adams is not a defund the police guy. He's a status quo guy. He's a good guy. I think he's funny, all the things.
But Adams gave such a hard viewpoint on the migrant crisis compared to almost any other liberal in the United States at that time, though. He was very much called out by the liberals for, criticizing or saying that this was not fiscally responsible.
I lived it. It was in front of my office that they opened the Roosevelt Hotel. I could see it from my window, and they just brought the migrants in, and they gave them free housing. And I understand that you might say, well, this is a settlement between the city and these nonprofits. Break the settlement. Let them sue you and don't house them. Leave them in the street. That's what I would have done. And, it's illegal. Take me to court. Try it. Nobody has tried it. It's not even a court decision. It's a settlement. You can just break it. I understand that's like politically risky, but that's what Trump would have done. You know it. And then people would have stopped coming. So I'm a little radical on that one because I think it was a really bad policy. But he eventually managed to get it more under control. I think it was too late. That's why his candidacy was doomed as mayor.
It was the corruption charges too. I mean, he really shot himself in the foot.
Well, how many trips to Turkey?
Yeah, it's so stupid. Honestly, it is obviously.
The baklava isn't that good.
Yeah. Like he's really funny, but he
didn't go for the hair replacement surgery. Okay.
Yeah. Like he's a funny guy.
If he had come back with hair, I would have believed all the trip to Turkey.
but just from like COVID era when people were kind of scared for the future of New York, it seems like the city has really roared back. And it's it's extremely desirable now, and it is doing a lot better than it was around 2020 after de Blasio.
Yes,
I think that is in a large way helped Zohran win this election.
Trump will send the National Guard if he gets dangerous. I have no problem.
And he ran like an underdog. I think that is really a huge lesson of this campaign, no matter what you think of the candidate.
The pace of the campaign really picked up in the last few weeks, as it often does, but I mean, he was walking across the Brooklyn Bridge at sun up yesterday.
Look, he unfortunately ran like the
And
best
as we were
campaign
just
ever as
talking,
well.
The New York Attorney
He
General,
did.
Letitia
He's
James,
so good
just
on the
walked right
social
past
media,
you. She
but
was
his
pumping her
smile is
fist
so
in the air.
fake.
She has been one of
Like
So
I can
yeah,
just see it. It's all a lie,
the
and
shame-
it's so obvious to me.
The sad
I
thing is,
completely
he's like
agree,
literally
Daniel.
an amazing politician. He's such a good
Yep.
politician. That's an
But how
unfortunate
people feel dumb?
reality.
Like, look, Trump, you can disagree with him, but he's actually authentic, okay? He actually believes what he says and says these things. And he might be crazy, you might not like him, but Trump doesn't fake the smile.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, 75%. Geez, it's been counted so fast. 75% in. I'm
Hey,
actually
they're fixing
surprised
it.
how
It didn't
well
used to
they've
be
done.
this fast in the last election.
Yeah, it's like 40 minutes in, it's 75% counted. So just quickly bring this in. He's above 50.4%. So no one can blame Curtis Sliwa. Literally, no one can blame him. Like he's literally got a majority.
It's Andrew
Why
Cuomo's
not?
fault. It's Andrew
Yeah, it
Cuomo's
is.
fault.
It
It's
literally
just
is.
like just trash candidate. Ran no
Just the worst
primary
candidate
campaign.
ever.
Didn't even show up for his own primary. Like
What the fuck, eh?
it's-
Yeah. Maybe he was a plant. He was all
and
a
you know
plant.
what's crazy about Andrew Cuomo at the end of the day? He's like a NIMBY at the end of the day too. He's not even on board with
just
like
sucks.
what the moderate Dems
Andrew
want right
Cuomo
now.
doesn't have an ideology. His ideology is power.
Yeah. Is my last name is Cuomo was all he showed up with. So that's
It's actually so bad, eh? So fucking bad.
ZOHRAN is a
Actually.
blessed man. He is a lucky guy. Wow.
He really is. Like that's the amazing thing. It's like he did actually run objectively an amazing campaign.
Yeah.
But then at the exact same time, he also was just blessed with like the most lucky circumstances ever, like running against the most
perfect
retarded people.
storm.
It literally perfect storm. Like you couldn't possibly have a better campaign running against more retarded people. It's just amazing.
Let's list this out. You had an indicted mayor. You had an
literally.
even bigger idiot Nepo baby than him in Andrew Cuomo. You have a crazy cat guy as your Republican in Curtis Sliwa that will never drop out.
I do like Sliwa. He's a funny guy, but he's
funny,
never
but
gonna-
even like Trump Republicans didn't even really get behind him. And then you had
Yeah.
ranked choice voting in the primary where all the other candidates coalesced around just beating Cuomo and helping ZOHRAN. And then no ranked choice voting in the general. Everything worked out perfectly for this
Literally,
campaign.
just perfect,
And he is a pro at social media, we found out, which makes me sad because I don't want to see the future of American politics be like social media, like TikTokers that haven't had no career in their life.
It is
start
that-
running the
it's-
cities. I think it
it's
makes
actually
it,
gonna
I
be
think it's a
that
bad
now.
omen. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got a Nazi in the chat. Oh, no.
What have we got? Oh, fucking hell.
Get him
How do I
out.
block
Get him
it?
out. We don't do it.
Yeah. How do I
Get
block
him
this
out.
shit? Fucking hell. Oh, it's a Twitter. Twitter, you can't block the fucking hell.
This is the Drew Pavlov Freedom
You know
Society.
what's
You
the
gotta get
funny
him out.
thing? And I said this about the whole thing that, I mean, the Palestine stuff that Mamdani brought up all the time. He is the one obsessed with these foreign policy issues.
I know,
man.
literally.
I mean,
He said it
he's
was his
saying he's
number one
going
issue.
to arrest Benjamin Netanyahu. Why doesn't he say he's
Yeah.
going to arrest Nicolas Maduro? If he said that, I would support it.
Yeah, literally, right?
They don't condemn any of these other. It's all ideology. Yeah,
literally.
So,
man.
has ZOHRAN said anything about what's going on in Sudan? I mean, like,
No, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a.
What
he
about the
literally doesn't care.
Muslim Uyghurs in China, you know?
Never once. You know, he never once talked about it ever, ever.
No, you can't
it's
go
not a.
against that.
It's not a problem to the
Funds
DSA.
everything.
It's not a problem with him. So, yeah.
Funny, in my talk to the FSU, I asked the crowd because I was giving the example that Venezuela was not destroyed by corruption but socialism, and I said, "Does anybody think that Xi Jinping is not corrupt?" And then literally the DSA students did raise their hands, and they said that Xi Jinping was not corrupt.
Oh my god, man! Fucking hell! I muted the Nazi, by the way. Thank God I got him out. Ah, man. It's just over. You know, ZOHRAN has won already with only 80% of the votes counted. He's already the largest vote tally, I'm pretty sure, in New York City mayoral history.
It's just so
Great!
crazy.
He's gonna clear 1 million. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to look back through the history of the mayoral races, and I don't think anyone's cleared 1 million.
So, Daniel, your nightmare with the Dem Party now fully embracing this might come
Let's
true.
see what
I think
happens.
that's-
Let's see what
Oh.
happens. But yeah,
I don't want to see it, but we very well could.
They're embracing it. Obama gave ZOHRAN a call and embraced him. Like
no.
Yeah,
that's true. That's really
they're all gonna get in line. They like
all bending the knee,
popularity.
all bending
Yeah,
the knee,
they all want to be popular and remain in power themselves. They'll all fall in line with this. If it's
so sick,
Obama
man.
is
So
who
over.
really propelled a lot of the woke ideology anyway at the beginning.
Yeah, true, true.
Wow.
I'm looking back. Okay, so okay, to be fair, there was somebody in like 1957 who got like 1.5 million votes. I don't think Zohran's going to like clear that. But that was like, what was even happening there? That would have been like, damn, they had really high turnout back then. I think the turnout's crazy. Like in 2021, I think the turnout was only like 22%, which is crazy. In the mayoral election. I don't know why.
What's the turnout in this election?
It's going to be like probably around 40-50%. I think it's going to be like the largest in a long time.
The thing with the turnout thing is that it's really sad that you can then rule the city with really such a low proportion of actual voters. I mean, that's how Chavez won in Venezuela too. Turnout was not very high, and he would have lost if the turnout had been higher of people who opposed him.
Dude, it's sad. I feel really bad for you guys in America over that. Like, one good thing we do have in Australia is that we have such high turnout. It's always like 90% plus because we've got like compulsory voting.
Well, it's mandatory to vote in Australia, right?
Yeah, it's not even, you don't even really get a fine if you don't vote. It's just like, it's just become a custom. According to the law, you're supposed to get like a $70 fine if you don't vote, but no one actually gets the fine in the end because you can just, if you get a note in the mail, you can just say, "Oh, I was busy that day," and you don't even get the fine. So it's kind of almost just by custom.
And you can spoil the ballot and still abstain if you go.
Yeah, exactly. And people do that.
Okay.
Yeah, someone's saying on Twitter, I saw this is the highest turnout in New York City since at least 1969.
I know Reagan. Reagan is a great student in California. Chapter.
Oh, cool. By the way, we've cleared 10,000 total viewers on the stream, which is really cool. I wish that more people were on my YouTube, but it's my guys is way bigger.
Yeah, you guys had said, is New York City doomed or something? No, look, I think New York City is going to continue in decline. I think it's going to lose population. I think it's going to be in a very dire financial state. And I think this is going to be great for Jersey homeowners. It's going to be great for Florida homeowners.
No, Daniel, I don't want Zohran's voters in Philadelphia. Don't tell me.
No, it's not going to be but I don't think it's going to be the voters. At first, the first people who leave are going to be people who didn't vote for Mamdani.
Well,
that's the sad. No, you're right. They're not going to be Zohran people.
And really,
the people are happy. They're staying.
And really,
unless the city gets messed up, then they'll leave. But
the people who already live there might stay. It's just that there's not going to be any inflow of people, and there's going to be the natural outflow, and so there's going to be lower population. But my city concern is not New York City. It's the future of the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
Great, interesting comment here. Despite New York City having 8 times the population of Brisbane, which is my city, the 2 million votes is only 3 times as many votes as our mayoral election. That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's sad. It's sad that it's so low the turnout in America. And Brisbane City Council is the largest council in the Southern Hemisphere. It's like
really,
So it's just a random fact, but gee, 8 times the population, but only 3 times as many votes.
Adam, for the commenter who says this, I read this all the right, like the racist thing, like it's New York City was over 95% white. It's not less than 45%. Zohran Mamdani won the white vote.
That's the truth. That is the truth. Unfortunately, that is the truth.
And by the way, the whites that didn't vote for Mamdani are the Jews, which you probably don't like the person making the comment.
This is true.
So
this is true.
Only the non-Jewish whites had voted for the person who made this comment, Adam, Mamdani would have won by more.
That's a statistic you'll never hear the Mamdani campaign tout, that they won huge with affluent young white people. But
that's the sad thing. It's the self-hating white vote. It's the kind of like, it's a really big thing. I can't understand it. It's so strange, but they are just there's a significant amount of white people, especially young white people, who are really they feel this amazing amount of guilt for having been born white.
Let's reply to these guys that you hate hardworking white Americans that want to afford to live in New York City.
It's fucking mental. It's just so
That's
stupid.
what you do every morning. You wake up and you're I don't want them to afford to live in New York City.
So true. You know what I said before? I don't even care. The reason I don't like Zohran, It's not that I'm like really passionate about like bus fares in New York City. I don't give a fuck about that. Like, I of course I don't care about bus fares in New York City. I care because he's like a third worlder who doesn't like Western civilization. Like, that's why I care.
That's right.
Yeah.
And by the way, for the hardworking people who live in New York City, Mamdani lives in a rent-stabilized apartment.
Yeah.
While he makes over
that's so
150K, his
He
wife
really
I'm sure
should
makes
not.
at least 50K, so their household income must be over 200K, living in around. Yeah.
And he owns an extremely nice property in Uganda where they kill gay people, and he won't renounce his
it's
citizenship
crazy.
or his passport there. His whole thing for why he hates Israel is because it's an apartheid state that doesn't have equal human rights.
Yeah.
But that does not apply to anywhere in the Islamic world, especially not to Uganda.
Yeah,
There's no
actually nowhere
criticisms
else.
there. That's my biggest problem with Zohran is that he showed up in America better than like over 90% of Americans.
Yes.
And somehow is still a victim.
Now, wait a minute.
Absolutely. I fully agree with you there.
Charlemagne is doing a live with Ben Shapiro on CNN.
Yeah, I want to watch this.
What a combo.
It's not letting me. I don't know how to watch it. I want to watch it.
It's kind of funny that Ben agreed to do it on CNN when he's from Daily Wire and he could be doing it in Daily Wire.
Yeah, it's true. I've got to get a
subscription or something. Don't give them money.
Annoying.
Maybe it's on YouTube. Maybe it's on live YouTube.
I don't think it's on live YouTube, unfortunately. Honestly, maybe I'll just get the subscription because, like, I do want to watch this. It'd be funny. I'm gonna literally subscribe. I'm literally gonna subscribe right now. Okay.
Don't show us your password. Maybe stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, hang on. So choose plan. Someone said Drew just hates that Zohran loves Western civilization more than him. He literally doesn't. Like, his whole thing is that he doesn't like the West. That's literally Zohran's whole thing, dude. Like what the fuck? Like, Zohran loves Western civilization. He wouldn't even say that. If you asked him, he would say, "No, I don't." So it's so stupid.
Wait, so Drew, what's going on with this guy Jay Jones who won Attorney General in Virginia? You said what?
Yeah,
Daniel, do you guys know anything? I haven't followed this at all. What is this?
So he had Daniel, you tell us about it.
No. You were saying it. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know I guess I didn't follow it closely enough, but essentially he was screenshotted talking to another person, I think another Democrat, and he basically said he was talking about school shootings, and he basically said, "I hope Republicans have their children killed in their arms so that they can understand gun violence." Like, fucking just mental, like just a mental comment to say, obviously. And he won. He like completely won, which is just like sick. So there you go.
Yeah, and I'll say the Republican opponent is really good, Jason Miyares. He's a really good guy, done a great job, very charismatic, Cuban American, and it's a shame because the other guy, no good experience, really far leftist, psychopath. At least the governor candidate, you can say she's kind of like a moderate Dem, Abigail. CIA, ex-CIA, she has good credentials.
Although that was a crazy, that moment in the debate where they tried to get her to talk about what happened to Jay Jones, and she just refused to condemn it. Like, that was pretty fucking mental.
Yeah, she should have just thrown him under the bus.
I know, like, literally, that was fucking mental.
Now, I want to see the city council results because that matters too for New York City.
Okay, let's get that up. New York Times.
The comptroller seems good, right? Mark Levine, he seems okay.
Holy shit, imagine 6 months ago telling somebody, like, it is a pretty improbable run. It's crazy. 85% of votes in. So where do I go for the council elections?
I think it's a different page. If you go up.
Okay. Updates, key races. Let's see how California prop's going.
Oh,
no, it hasn't closed.
Oh, remember it's 3 hours earlier in California.
Yeah, of course.
And they do count very slow in California.
Yeah, they're horrible. Let's get. Let me put on CNN because I really want to see. I think Zohran's probably going to be speaking soon.
Yeah, what's gonna come next is their midterms are next year, and so I expect a lot of Democratic socialists running for primaries for Congress in the New York City area, especially.
Subscribe, guys. Let's see what Ben Shapiro is
He
saying.
knocked on doors. I'm always going to go for somebody
but a handsome smile and being out
Well, it
with
works.
people
Well, that
describes
a lot of people,
including
well, we can say that, but he walked the
Poor
dog
Ben
on. So we
Shapiro.
don't-
Oh well, at least he's got grounded.
What's so
he has a
interesting to
friend.
me about Mamdani is that he may have walked the walk and he had a handsome smile and he met people where he was at. But there's a lot to be said that he was not being truly authentic
but it
with
really
exactly
doesn't-
who he is
but at
and
this
who
point,
he's
it
trying to
doesn't
represent.
Okay, let's just go to the live
I
stream.
mean, I
Let's
get
just
that
go to the
Republicans
live stream. Because it looks like Ben Shapiro's actually getting tortured.
To make a difference.
Just by walking inside the doors of St. Jude, I instantly felt hope for my son.
With a gift right now, you can help save lives. Please become a St. Jude Partner in Hope today. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or
I'll say the New Jersey
so they can
results
focus on
are
helping their
really a
child
blowout for the
live.
Democrats, much more than you expected from the polls. It's a shame.
So, sorry, what was that about New Jersey?
The New Jersey results are really a blowout for the Democrats. She's winning by more than 10 points, and the last poll was supposedly tied. So totally overperformed the polls in Democrats in Jersey.
This is a really bad sign, to be honest, for the Republicans at the next election in the midterms.
I do think so, especially the Jersey one, because Jersey had seen a huge shift for Trump. Now, that's not a big return.
Gee.
Well, I don't know. I just feel so bad about American politics right now. This is just inflaming the furthest of the left and the right.
Are you also Australian?
No.
No. You're American.
American, yeah. I live in Philadelphia.
Philly, okay.
Yeah. He's an actual American.
Actually, a former colleague of mine, a New York City resident, is one of your state senators.
Is this, wait, are you talking about Joseph Picozzi?
Yeah, Joe Picozzi.
Yes, I like Joe. He's a very nice guy. I met him at an event a couple months ago. And then the transit community, which I love and want to support, roasted me for saying I think he's a good guy. And
I remember that.
I'm now hated.
Like
now
we worked at the office
hate me.
together. Then he quit, moved back home, and ran for state senate and won out of nowhere. Really impressive.
Yeah, I think he's a good man, and I think he'll have a really good future. And I think he generally wants the best for Philadelphia.
And
he's the only conservative that represents the city. He's the only conservative that represents Philadelphia. So he's a kind of an important voice.
I trust you. It's fine. I'll do it after.
Oh, this is torture. 86,000 viewers. We're getting mobbed. Unfortunately. Let's go back to CNN.
Well, but imagine how sad you must be to be Hassan and make this whole thing supported Mamdani, and then they don't even let you into the party.
That's it. Hassan boosted Zohran really early on. He was crucial to getting his base, and now he's not allowed at the party. That's
pretty brutal. What a loser! If they did that to me, I would not be supporting him anymore.
That is pretty brutal, to be honest. We've got a comment here. There's a guy from Philly who's a pro-transit conservative bill. Maybe you should link up.
We should be friends 100%.
You should read the Manhattan Institute.
I didn't know there was two of us.
That's awesome.
But I'm not even a true conservative, but I am to the leftist. So that's
yeah.
If you're slightly conservative, you're full blown Groyper to them, I guess.
Well, now that's an actual pro, unfortunately.
So yeah, conservative transit guy in Philly. Let's hang out.
So Jones versus Miyares, he's winning by nearly 5 points. Wow. The thing about Mikey Sherrill, the one who's going to be the next governor of New Jersey, I mean, she was declared guilty of all these stock trading things too, fined, but for her corrupt practices, it's she's not good.
Let's see what CNN say.
CNN, I'm Anderson Cooper in New York. And I'm Jake Tapper in Washington, D.C. 3 key victories for Democrats. In New York City, Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani makes history as the city's youngest mayor in generations. In Virginia, Abigail Spanberger is elected the Commonwealth's very first woman governor ever. And in New Jersey, Republican hopes dashed as Mikey Sherrill becomes the first Democratic woman elected the Garden State's governor.
Oh, the
And now
first
we turn
is
our
the first
attention
is
to
you know.
California as voters
That's all
decide
they've
whether
got.
to adopt a new House map that could help Democrats win 5 more congressional
Bloody
seats
hell.
in next year's midterm election. But right now, we're going to go to CNN's Abby Phillip at Mamdani headquarters in the Paramount Theater in Brooklyn, New York. Abby, Mamdani has pulled it off.
Youngest mayor in 100
certainly
years.
has, and right now, I was hearing some supporters starting a chant of run up the score. They really want to see that number go as high as it can be tonight. They are looking for a mandate on the central issue that he ran on, which is affordability in this city. New York is obviously one of the most expensive places in this country to live. And Mamdani, from the very beginning, had a laser focus on that issue. And because of that, I think there are actually very sky-high expectations for what he ought to deliver for Americans. He's promised free buses and fast buses. He's promised free pre-K and child care. He's promised government-run grocery stores, government-subsidized grocery stores. It's a long list of things that he has promised to New York voters, and the question is, will he be able to deliver? Again, I'm here with Gloria Pazmino. Gloria, first of all, this room is really filling up. People are getting extremely excited. I've seen people in tears, hugging each other. There is a feeling of catharsis about every election night, I think.
They're going to
for,
start crying
people
when
who
Trump
work on
sends the National
campaigns.
Guard.
But for Mamdani supporters...
We're going to go to East Brunswick, New Jersey now to listen to the victory speech of Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill, the newly elected
that's
governor
going to be
of New
generic
Jersey.
speech.
That's
The
not
most
that
generic
interesting.
speech ever is going to be that one.
That's not that interesting.
Daniel, can I ask you a question about New York and Zohran's, how he kind of ran on affordability?
Yes.
So this is the question I want to. Do you think New York should be affordable? Just kind of a vague
I think
question,
everywhere
but-
should be affordable. I want everybody to be very wealthy.
Yes, but do you think New York should be, like, particularly Manhattan, do you think it should be affordable?
Well, it depends on what you mean by the word. Do I think housing should be cheaper? Yes.
Yeah. But do you think, like,
Because
it's
when
kind of
people
a
say
right that-
affordable, I mean, the problem of affordability in New York has nothing to do with grocery prices. It's all rent. Like, really, we're
Yeah,
just
it's-
talking about the rent. Yes, I think the
yeah,
rent
it's
should be low.
supply and demand. Like, it's an expensive place because many Americans would like to live in New York, but they just wouldn't bother because they say, I can't afford that. Or they
I
live in
agree.
Philadelphia. But apparently, like, with Zohran's campaign, he's kind of promising to subsidize your life in New York. Do you agree with that, like, premise that they it could use more of that? Or
No, I think that what you need is just to allow to build more housing. Now, cities will always be more
Yeah.
expensive than rural areas. That's not the point. The point is that New York City could be more like Tokyo. I mean, in my ideal world, Tokyo is more
Would love that.
expensive than rural Japan,
Yeah,
but
that's-
rents
yeah,
are
good point.
pretty low relative to income because they're allowed to build a lot. So,
Yeah.
and by the way, Tokyo is also great on safety, on cleanliness, in so many ways, right? Singapore, I know Drew is a big Lee Kuan Yew fan like me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of what I believe with New York City.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Now, it's not that I believe that things should be free or that, I don't know. I don't know if you thought something else.
No, I just think it's kind of, I mean, I obviously want the same things, and I completely agree. It comes down to building more housing is the main thing in the United States, why all our cities have become so unaffordable, especially a place like San Francisco. I struggle with, like, Zohran's campaign and, like, should be a city everyone can afford, when that's really not how New York was built. It was built off the free market and going there and working extremely hard to try and make a life there. And that's the reason it's such a great city that people want to go to.
By the way, when the great migrations happened in the late 18th century, early 20th century of the immigrants from abroad to New York City, they lived in, like, several of them in one bedroom. How did you think they afforded to live in New York City?
Yeah, it was brutal. The
it was
quality
brutal
of life was
conditions.
just way down. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, it's so over, guys. Like, he's actually going to end up winning a majority. Like, 87% of votes in, 50.4%. He's about to cross over to 1 million votes. Nathan J. Robertson, this is the most important victory in the history of American democratic socialism. It's a massive achievement. I mean, it's still New York City. Like, at the end of the day, it's still fucking New York City, idiots. Like,
but New York City, Drew, is the same city that had Rudolph Giuliani as mayor.
Yeah, you're
Michael
right.
Bloomberg, a billionaire. And now the mayor is a guy who thinks there should be no billionaires.
Okay, I'm interested in your thoughts on this, Daniel, because I know overall you're quite pro-migration and stuff like that. Do you think there is anything to be said in the argument that mass demographic change led to Zohran's victory in New York City?
Yes and no. I mean, he probably won the Muslim vote. So did having more Muslims in New York City help him? Yes. I mean, is there any doubt about that? Now, did he win because of, the demographic change? I do think a specific demographic change, highly educated people becoming very lib. I mean, that was his base.
Yeah.
So I do think that the Muslim part, I think, did help him, but I really think that Mamdani won because of just his issues, campaign.
He ran a really good campaign.
He became a celebrity, full-fledged celebrity.
I mean, Michael Bloomberg won when the city was similarly demographically. Like, it's not like New York City suddenly became this way in the last 5 years, right? I mean, the city.
So what do you think it mainly explains it? How do you explain what's happened here? Do you think?
I think America's public opinion on socialism has drastically shifted. I think he is very charismatic, and he had really bad opponents. It's kind of simple. Yeah. Now they're laughing about us. Okay, so Balrog, you sent me the polls. This is great to see. So this is I'm gonna share my screen here.
Well, Dean Withers is posting silence. Did you forget that the leftists spent that Zohran's?
So this is kind of like the theory, guys. Mamdani, I don't know if you can see my screen.
Let me bring that up. Hang on, let me bring that up. Oh yeah, cool.
Okay, so Mamdani won every demographic group, but he won especially among Asians, who in New York City are probably, what Asian means is Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Muslim, Indian Muslim. So the only group above, what's the average here in the exit poll? It's like 46, 47. So he has a pretty similar share among the whites, higher among blacks, average among Hispanics, and he's just really high among Asians.
Are they counting like subcontinental, like Pakistan and stuff like that, as Asian there? Because I know Britain does that. Yeah.
Yes. But that also includes Chinese. So I would be surprised if he won the Chinese. So my theory would be that the Chinese and other Asians, East Asians, are the ones that voted more for the right. So then the Muslim vote must have been overwhelming for Mamdani.
That makes sense.
Someone's asking you, can you check out white men on those exit polls?
Can I check what?
They wanted you to check the crosstab for white men, yeah.
Oh, I don't know how to. Let me see, view all exit. Oh, I see it. Oh, okay. White men. Let me share my screen again.
Share your screen again.
Now. Give me 1 sec. So white men, he barely lost white men by 3 points. He won white women.
Of course.
He won white. I think this poll is wrong. Maybe, I don't know. Black women. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the sample size about why would black women be less leftist, but maybe they are. I don't know. Latino men and women similar to the average. This is really about, I think, the Muslim vote. The youth. Look at the youth. Okay, this is the big story of this election.
Shit,
75% for Mamdani, even under 44. I mean, this isn't really more about more race than age. Then this is shocking. 75% of people under 30.
Yeah, it became like a movement with young people. Like, I don't know, just
and under 25 is 77%. Phew. Look at the youth, white under 30, 65% for Mamdani.
Oh.
White under 40, between 30 and 45, 66% for Mamdani. This is about age. Look at with Latinos too, about age.
That's crazy.
Well, Bernie Sanders and AOC have always done extremely well with that same group. I think just socialist candidates in general. Really,
and education,
really
again, guys, this is exactly what we've been talking about. Is highly educated young people who voted for Mamdani. He lost the people who didn't go to college.
Yeah, my God.
Yeah.
Wow. He
Somebody
literally
said in the chat, what does that say about highly educated people becoming socialist?
Well, I
you
think
have a response to that?
It's two things. I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. So he won huge shares. I would say one of the things it says is that education is really indoctrination in America, and a lot of it.
Yeah.
The other thing it says, I think, more left-wing, highly educated people tend to move to New York City more.
True.
And they tend to have family money too. You can just tell when you're in New York, like a lot of especially the young white people, they have family money. They do tend to like try and dress like a little edgy, or that they don't come from money. A lot of people pretend that. Even Zohran loved to pretend that he grew up like third world, as he would say. But those people go all out.
He grew up so wealthy.
Incredible. Yeah, it's really a joke. But you can, I don't know, Daniel, like when I go up to New York, like it does feel that way, that they're, especially in Brooklyn, you get the sense very
I don't
wealthy.
go to Brooklyn very often, but yes.
But it's like the liberal arts grads, you can just feel like they have money, they're comfortable, they're having a great time, but they're always going to support like the cool candidate. And that was without a doubt Zohran Mamdani.
Absolutely. No, you're right. I mean, all the people who I saw were either young people who had tattoos, piercings, whatever,
Yeah.
I'm old school against all that stuff. And those were the people who were wearing his things. And really ugly people. That's my, I'm very transparent. I'm very transparent. But no, it's true. Hot girls, yes, that's true. But just superficially, not intellectually.
Yeah. I always said that it's kind of tacky to be a self-proclaimed hot guy or hot girl for a political candidate. But yeah.
But I'm gonna share again this exit poll. I found more interesting results. So by religion, Zohran lost everybody but atheists.
Wow.
But he lost Muslims?
Wait, so he won Muslims and atheists.
Oh,
and he won atheists even more than Muslims.
Oh my God.
So think about this. Well, 15% of New York City is Jewish. So just 31% voted for Mamdani, similar to Catholics. Actually, Catholics even less. I'm very proud about that one. Protestants, of course, because there's the mainline Protestants who don't actually. I don't want to get canceled by the other religions. Then the other, which I meant includes Muslim, Hindu, and then nuns, which is a big group, 72% for Zohran.
I want to say thank you to the super chat. We've got a super chat here. When I Ubered in Philly, I had Penn students crying how their parents only gave them $8,000 a month allowance and attack you for moral impurity. They live in their own. That's fucked, man. That's fucked. 8,000 USD is like 15,000 Australian. That's mental.
It's probably way worse in New York City, but I totally believe that at Penn.
So there isn't that much income polarization, which is interesting given that it's an election really about socialism. To me, this has the polarization by income and education in the US has always been fascinating to me, because in Latin America, it's the opposite of what it is in the US now. Highly educated people, high income people vote for the right in Latin America and in Spain too. And in the US, it's now that it is this way. Though I'll say with Milei, that kind of changed in Argentina too. Milei got a ton of youth support. He lost the boomers and he wins the millennials and the Gen Zers.
Holy shit, this Groyper is literally... Okay, this is beautiful. Groyper guy is literally celebrating Zohran winning because the Jews are going to crash out. These guys are full third worldists.
This guy's nasty, Drew. You debated this guy. This kid is
he's
like
really
just,
nasty.
just dark. Something dark about this kid.
Yeah, very dark guy. He was actually one of the guys who was part of the Jubilee Mehdi Hassana debate.
Yeah. If they think like Islamism is their friend, they're in for a rude awakening.
I'll tell you, I was shocked at the extent of anti-Semitism that exists that I didn't know about. I was in the gym the other day, and these dudes thought I was Argentinian, and they asked me about it. I'm like, no, I'm Venezuelan. And then they said that, oh, Milei is great. The only problem is Milei is a Jew. Out of nowhere, unprompted.
Yeah. No, they hate him because he went to the wall and he did a prayer.
And I said, I kind of triggered them even more. And I said, look, Milei's not a Jew, but he wants to be.
He's not even Jewish, is he? Like he
not,
wanted
he
to
actually
convert or
wants to
something
convert.
like
I'm not joking.
Yeah, no, I remember he wanted to convert, but
And then they went on a rant about how they control the world. This dude who was from like freaking Sri Lanka is saying that the Jews are buying all the land in Sri Lanka. And I'm like, what are you talking about? There are no Jews in Sri Lanka. All your country's being bought by the freaking Chinese.
No. Fuentes and other people have pushed this Jew hatred so into the mainstream now.
Yeah.
It's beyond belief. I know a wonderful 18-year-old here in Philadelphia who's Black and fully indoctrinated by Nick Fuentes. And believes the Jews control everything. And I asked him, like, do you know that like Nick Fuentes believes
Hates
like
you.
you can't fly a plane? He's like, no, he doesn't really believe that. Like,
yeah, it's fucking mental.
But no, they fully believe the Jews control everything. And
I do know a Black guy. The first time I encountered who Nick Fuentes was my last year of undergrad. And I was assigned these roommates randomly, and one of them was this Black guy. He was a great guy, and suddenly I come into the living room one day and he's listening to this video. It was Nick Fuentes.
Oh,
no, they like him.
This was a Black dude being blackpilled by Nick Fuentes.
Dude, it's scary. And dude, when I see like the left embracing ZOHRAN tonight, you can feel it on the right. Like, do you guys agree? Like seeing this, like you can for the first time see Ben Shapiro and all these other people scared at like the Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes alliance forming. That party is looking just as fractured as the Democratic Party.
Scary, man.
And sadly leaning towards their extreme, like the blue MAGA, if you will. It looks really ominous.
You know, it was this. I swear to God, this happened last month. I was at university in Brisbane, Australia, University of Queensland. I'm lining up for lunch, and a young Indian guy comes up to me, and he starts talking to me, and he's like, "Oh, you're Drew," and I was like, "Hey, man." And then we start talking. He's like, "I like your stuff," and I was like, "Thank you." And he was like, "Oh, what do you think about Nick Fuentes?" And he told me that he likes Nick Fuentes. And I'm like. I was like,
in Australia.
I didn't understand. I was like, bro, in Australia. I'm like, but bro, he's literally an Indian migrant. Like, I added him on Facebook after.
He's an Indian immigrant.
Australia, and he likes Nick Fuentes. And I was just confused. I was like, why? Like, why?
No, Drew.
And he was a smart guy. The guy was a medical student. The guy's a fucking medical student. Believe it or not.
The great replacement happened. White supremacists have been replaced by gay Mexicans.
Yes, it's true. It's true. The brownification of the far right.
Have you seen Fuentes just going off on JD Vance because he can't stand the fact that his wife is Indian? It's like the ultimate betrayal to him. It's nothing about like policy or his decisions on the country. It's the fact that his wife is Indian is why he resents it so much.
I mean,
it's like insane to me.
I mean, Unculture essentially believes the same, to be fair.
Yeah, true. But
Ann Coulter does. Yes, he believes Vivek is not an American. You know.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
I just believe Vivek. I just believe Vivek Ramaswamy's a scammer, and that's how he got rich. But
yeah,
I'll say, you might say whatever you want against Vivek on that, and to be honest, like at the beginning, I did find him annoying, but I think he's a good guy at heart, and I think he's a better influence on the discourse and the party than a lot of other people.
Then a lot of people in MAGA, I would agree, but he also did get rich from a pump and dump. But like, sure.
Oh, I don't know anything about how he got rich, to be honest.
It's pretty tacky. Look it up. Axia Advanced Sciences. But yeah.
Okay.
Kind of a master play on Wall Street, but he had it was like his brother.
It was a master play on Wall Street.
New Jersey already.
He kind of faked having a cure for like a major disease and then sold his stock in his biotech.
Yeah, I did hear that. I have heard of that, Bill. It's pretty bad. Let's see what Hakeem's saying.
So
allegedly, Vivek, please don't sue me. Holy shit.
Stay focused on the issues that matter for the American people. We still have more victories to come tonight. because they're going to get blown out in California.
He's in a really hard
we're gonna
spot,
take
Hakeem
back control of the
Jeffries.
House
He's going to
of
get like
Representatives
primary.
next
Mr. Leader, is Zohran Mamdani as mayor of New York going to make it easier or harder?
Because he doesn't like Zohran.
No,
He endorsed
I
him in
think
the
that
end.
We have to all make
He did
sure
in
that
the end,
he's
right.
successful as mayor on the things that he's talked about, which include affordability.
But if he
and public
does
safety.
some of the things he talks about, is that going to make it harder for you to win congressional seats?
So no, we are going to win control of the House of Representatives. I've said that from the beginning. And if you actually want to assess the landscape, despite all the premature obituaries that were written about Democrats a year ago from today, and there were lessons to be learned, but what we're seeing is that the Latino community moving decisively in our direction. Working class Americans moving decisively
Is it
in our
enough to
direction.
just run against Trump?
Not true.
To win the House?
Do you think that Abigail Spanberg and Mikey Sherrill just ran against Trump?
I didn't say that. I asked if
Of
it
course
was
not.
enough.
So what we've said is that we're going to lean in to the issues that matter. And as House Democrats, we've been very clear. Lower the high cost of living, fix our broken healthcare system, clean
That
up
all sounds
corruption.
nice,
And
but
that
they
the
have no
American people
solutions to lower the
deserve
cost
better
of living.
than what they're getting from the extremism that has been unleashed on the
Like,
American people.
what is the
And in this
solution at the
country,
state
you
and
work
local
hard and
level
play
that
by the
any
rules,
Democrat has
you
put
should
out
be
to lower the
able
cost
to
of
live
living?
the good life.
Giving free
Daniel,
stuff.
Far too many Americans.
The only thing I've seen is the abundance movement, but that's hated by
That's literally
Zohran's
the
fans.
And they hate
But
it. The
even,
Zohran
even
people hate it. The
Abigail,
Zohran people hate
even
it.
Abigail and Mikey Sherrill, I haven't heard them say
and
anything
Donald Trump is making it
yimby.
worse, and Democrats are going to try to find that
Yeah,
path
true.
forward so that
It's-
everyone
yeah.
can experience that good life, good paying job, good housing, good health care, good education for their children, and a good retirement.
President Trump
For Mapper, the commenter who says whether there are that many white transplants in New York City, most people are transplants in New York City, really, because all these people come from jobs, young people, especially internships, education. I mean, all the universities in the city. So there's a lot of recent residents and there's a lot of turnover.
Well, listen, I mean, I think that Donald Trump.
And then among the longtime residents, by the way, what's interesting is that Mamdani appealed to them by telling them that he's going to freeze their rent. For the people who already live.
Oh yeah,
in the,
I don't like this, Daniel. Like subsidizing a certain group of people get a subsidized life in New York. It just feels very unfair to me. But
it's lucky people, by the way. It's not even low
It's luck.
Look, if you are for low-income people, abolish all rent control and then say we're going to give you money to pay for your own rent.
Yeah, everybody across the board.
Yeah, literally cut taxes for the poor.
Isn't there a joke in New York about like a Range Rover downstairs from your rent controlled apartment? Like so many rich people have rent controlled
That's Zohran,
apartments
dude.
now?
That's literally Zohran.
No,
Yeah.
no, you know, it's actually even worse. A lot of people apply for it and get them, and they don't even live there. It's their second home.
Yes, or they'll like give it to their kids while their kids are young. They like have this, their parents are like leeching this rent controlled apartment in Manhattan. And their
And their
kids are all-
grandkids. And it's actually really bad economically because a lot of people look at the price cap and they look, oh, supply demand, price cap shortage. No, this is worse because you're creating an incentive for those people to stay there and not look for a better job elsewhere. So you're creating these second order effects that aren't captured in a supply and demand graph in the short term because these are long-term impacts.
It's just crazy. And rich people that maybe live in Westchester but keep an apartment in the city. Like,
Which by the way, is illegal, but they still do it.
Yeah.
NYCHA, you know, NYCHA is for the poor. Yeah, I mean, NYCHA is public housing. Nobody would like to live in NYCHA, I think. And that's what's going to happen to all these rent-controlled apartments when they can't pay property taxes and Zohran says he's going to expropriate them.
We're standing by to hear from New York City's mayor-elect, Democrat Zohran
Oh,
Mamdani, after his
he's going to speak.
Let's see this.
Oh man.
Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Plus, we're less than an hour away
Oh, they're gonna
from the
speak
poll
soon. They're gonna
closings
speak
in
soon.
California, where Democrats hope to secure their fourth key win of the night and pave the way for Speaker Hakeem Jeffries. We're continuing to monitor long voting lines in Orange County, California. Stay here on CNN.
Bloody hell.
Orange
So
County
over.
is so great. I don't know if you've been to Orange County, but beautiful. Yeah, you know, the guy, the Gaza sucks guy on Twitter who said home prices will fall. This is ironically, Mamdani may make New York City more affordable because people will live, so there will be less demand for housing.
More room for art school grads. Yeah.
So true.
It's worse because then I rent in Jersey. I'm not a homeowner, obviously. I mean, heck, I'm 26. So like my rent might go up.
Oh man. 2 million votes already counted. We are damn. I feel so alienated. My generation is so communist, and everyone hates me and doesn't agree with me.
Drew, have we had any like centrist victory to celebrate like at all? I can't even think of one.
Man.
It's like
so over.
Hey, I love Millet. Millet won his election.
Yeah, true. Millet's good. Millet's good. That's true. And the Japanese prime minister is pretty cool.
I don't know anything about her except that she seems like really nice and funny.
Get ready to pay your jizya tax, buddy. I put that up. Hang on.
More room for LA influencers. You could buy a brownstone in Park Slope for $60K back in the 80s. Oh yeah, back in the 80s. But $60K in the 80s. What's that adjusted for inflation?
Not what they cost today, but a lot more.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. No,
I just posted this.
Things. Brooklyn was like dangerous in the 80s. People didn't want to live there at all.
Let's say 1980.
So
that would be
trending in the
250K
United States. He won
from 1980.
250 is what you said, Daniel?
Yeah, that would be adjusted for inflation. 250K from 1980.
Didn't find a lot or a parking space for 250 where those brownstones.
I know you cannot find any real estate property for 250K in New York City nowadays.
I want a brownstone, but yeah, it's come a long way.
What a timeline, Drew! It's so like mockery.
So Daniel, do you mind if I ask you about personal life, Daniel, a little bit, like in regards to Venezuela?
Yeah, tell me.
So like if, let's say there is some good outcome with Trump, interfering here in Venezuela or taking out Maduro or whatever happens, you just seem like such a bright young guy, like, Joseph Bokosi, who I also respect, and obviously you're involved in politics. Do you have dreams or aspirations, like as you get older, to go back to Venezuela or maybe do something down the line for your?
I mean, I don't have dreams or aspirations to run for any office, but I do have. I mean, I know Maria Corina Machado.
Yeah,
and I'm in touch with her team, and I've talked to her many times.
That to me is fascinating.
Yeah. No, look, I mean, this is the thing. She was not really big several years ago. She was really sidelined by all the other crooked opposition politicians because she was the only one who wasn't socialist. And I've always been an anti-socialist. So I always liked her. I have a picture with her when I was 17 before I left Venezuela.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
And I like her. If I could contribute and Venezuela becomes free, I would be very happy to go and temporarily help.
Yeah. But you can at least spread the message up here, like you're doing at the universities, which I think is great. But like,
yes,
I wish like Machado was a hero to people like Zohran. I wish like the DSA would celebrate people like her that have are hiding from persecution and trying to better their country, and instead they run cover for Maduro. It's like so evil.
They support Maduro. This is the thing. They support.
It's so evil. Yeah,
bro, look at this. Look at this. This is actually the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Hang on. So Manhattan Institute polling, and guess where Zohran was in January? Hang on, where's the exact? Hang on, where's the
5%?
No, 1%. Where's Zohran? Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll just Control F. Zohran. Like, my God, that's crazy.
This is why Dick Cheney died today. He's like, I can see this happen. I'm checking out.
Yeah, I know. His heart just went out, man. His heart just went out.
The left is celebrating that too. That was like they were loving that moment. They were like, "Oh, Dick Cheney passes, Zohran becomes mayor."
I hate it. I'm so angry. I'm so upset.
Man,
Dick Cheney, and then how could we? It's just so unfair. Like, I don't know. They're just dominant right now. They're just dominant.
Yeah, and MAGA just not anything to find refuge in.
Oh man.
No, look. This is very interesting. I think we're in a really pivotal moment in which there is an internal battle in both coalitions.
Yeah.
Between socialists and non-socialists among the Democrats. I think the Democrats have a bigger problem in that the non-socialists don't know what they stand for. On the right, it's more, like in 2016, it was more like Trump versus everyone else. That battle is over. I mean, Trump won. But the battle is more, I think, actual far right, identity, white identitarianism versus regular conservatism that is inclusive.
They have their own woke forming with Fuentes now. They are going to have to battle this.
Yes, and other people, not just him.
Yeah, it's not just him. Like, that's the sad thing. It's much bigger than just him now.
That's right. Or other influencers. I mean, there's a lot of influencers who I think are essentially just like him.
It's growing. It's growing.
Did you see today? What's her name? Like Brett Cooper or something like that. She previously worked at Daily Wire, and then she's gone full groiper. Nick Fuentes
I have not watched the video, so I'm not going to comment because I haven't.
Let me find that. I'll show you.
Yeah, sure.
It was, and Fuentes was gloating.
He blocked me, so he blocked you too. I'm blocked as well.
Hey, I'm blocked. I'm a nobody, and I'm blocked even by Fuentes. That's amazing. All three of us.
Well,
look at this.
He's clipping her. I don't want to, but let's see. Let's see from the beginning.
He's representing. But this whole thing is also just frankly comical. Like, I mean, a room of 200 people coming together to shit on a podcaster. Like, this is not serious behavior. But again, who is surprised when it comes to these characters? Like Randy Fine, if you don't know who he is, he's a representative from Florida. He's the same guy who bragged about not washing his hands after he had a handshake with Netanyahu. He's repeatedly introduced bills to criminalize anti-Semitism, infringing upon free speech. I mean, he obviously, I'm sorry to say, but he obviously cares more about Israel than he does, principles like free speech. So, buddy, like, my advice to you, Randy Fine, is just move to Israel at this point. Like, considering you had to go through anger management classes a few years ago, I genuinely think you would probably be happier if you just moved to Israel. And that's not a dig at him. That's just a fact. It's a nudge of encouragement. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be healthy. I think you would be happier if you just moved to Israel. You could be over there.
Literally worked for Daily Wire.
Yeah, I would want to see the full thing, but I mean that's
singing
not
songs with Mike Huckabee.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Well, she's using Anyway,
literally the same language, basically.
Yeah.
No, this is so fun. Okay, have a look.
Did you see that clip about how like Fuentes is debating Destiny? And he says like, "I do hate America. America is like an anti-Catholic project," and
mental hate.
That to me was like, oh my God, wow. So the socialist leftists hate America, and now the far right is openly saying we hate America.
I'm sorry, but racism isn't a Catholic project.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it doesn't.
Neither is anti-Semitism. Okay, so he can give me a break with like the whole Catholic thing. I'm Catholic. He's not being Catholic with his statements.
I would agree.
It's actually very blasphemous what he's doing.
Look at this.
It's just saying like it's so crazy how they both did.
Look, AOC like embracing.
Oh my God!
This is insane.
The amount of anxiety that has been lifted off my shoulders. I was so fucking worried. I was so worried.
So worried that you couldn't get into the party, loser.
It felt like.
That's the Democratic Party today. Man. It's literally Hassan Piker, AOC, and Zohran. I can't be part of that. It's fucked.
A bunch of fucking do-nothing celebrities. Yeah, people that haven't done anything as far as having a career. It's a joke.
If the Republicans were able to keep the groypers out, they will actually just win, because the backlash to race communism in New York will be so bad for Democrats. So if they are able to kick the groypers out, they will probably be fine. But they're struggling with that now.
I wonder, one of the tests, and this is an important policy thing that ZOHRAN will matter for, is whether Rikers Island will end up being closed or not. If nothing is done, Rikers Island must be closed and the prisoners will be released. That's what happens if nothing is done.
Yeah. Fucking hell, man. This is sad. Let's watch CNN. I think Zohran's probably going to come out soon.
Wow, Hassan and AOC, what a team.
That's so bad, man. That's
guys, I'm gonna leave in 5 minutes because
no worries, man.
I have a 6 a.m. flight. So
no worries, man. No worries. Thank you for joining, though. It's been great talking to you.
No, this is very fun.
And we should definitely do one like fully on Venezuela, like especially if things start kicking off soon. I'd love to do some live streams with you on Venezuela.
I'd be very happy to.
AOC, let's see AOC. Oh.
This is so cringy for me. Oh gosh.
Maybe AOC thinks he's a creep too.
These are just not people that like build value for anybody. They just
You know, a lot of people have told me, especially on the right, whether this is actually going to be good for New York City, because people will learn. And
I don't know.
My thinking is, you know, how many times have we tried socialism around the world and people keep wanting to learn?
I know exactly, man. Exactly.
So
I'm wondering,
learn.
Daniel, I have a suspicion that people will get fooled that it works because New York has so much capital coming in and such a large tax base, and it's such a beautiful, already built city that people could be confused thinking it works there. That is one worry I have.
That's good.
You know, I don't think anybody in their right mind will inject significant amounts of capital in New York City right now, in this moment, at least.
Actual party.
I think Zohran's about to come out.
All right, we have to go, but I have to ask you, because Republicans are saying that Chuck Schumer is afraid of you. Is he?
I don't think so. I think that, Senator Schumer and I have worked together. I think Republicans are afraid of me. I'll tell you that much. And I think that they project their fear of me onto him. So I think that they're just telling on themselves when they say that.
All right, Congresswoman, thank you very much for joining us. Back to you, Jake, in Washington.
Actually, I'll take it. We're standing by to hear from New York City's mayor-elect, Democrat Zohran Mamdani. After his big win, Democrats already celebrating tonight, but can they keep their momentum in the weeks and months ahead? All eyes now on California and Governor Gavin Newsom's redistricting proposition. We're watching long lines.
Fucking hell, this is so sad, man.
There with just minutes left until the polls close.
I love the election sounds of TV channels like that. I'm a big fan.
Oh my god, man! What world do we live in? I'm so disconnected from my own generation. I just don't even know. So bad, man.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to leave you.
Bro, thank you so much, Daniel. It's been actually really good to have you on, man.
This was amazing. Let's do it again and keep in touch.
Thank you, King.
Daniel, great to meet you.
What's your at on Twitter? Send me a DM. I don't think I follow you.
It's Lee Kwan Yimby is mine, but
you're Lee Kwan Yimby.
Yeah, I know nobody on Twitter, but
yes, I do follow
you and Drew should do some more Venezuela content because you guys would be really aligned on a lot of stuff, and
I'm keen on
that. And the young socialists in Australia need to hear what you have to say through Drew.
Well, I'm actually going to go to Australia in March. I was telling Drew.
Oh yeah, we'll do some stuff in.
I'm coordinating with the Center for Independent Studies there, the think tank. They're taking me. So awesome. I'll be doing some anti-socialist stuff in Australia.
Oh, that'll be good, man. We'll definitely have to work together on that.
If you come down to Philly, say hi or get a coffee, whatever. But yeah,
let's do it.
You keep up the good work. I want to see a bright future with you, and I think we will. But awesome to meet you, Daniel.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you both. Likewise.
Thanks, Daniel. You're a king. We'll definitely do another stream soon on Venezuela stuff.
All right,
brother. Have a great night. Thank you, man.
Drew. We're more politically homeless than ever. Here we are.
Oh, I know, man. I feel so politically homeless. I feel so politically homeless. Hassan Piker is like going full mask off, gloating. He said he's celebrating Zohran's victory by saying it was a disaster that America defeated the Soviet Union.
I'm just so proud of them. I'm so happy. I mean, Zohran and Hassan have had such hard lives. They've overcome so much, and so it's good to see them come out on top for once. Yeah. That's amazing. Gosh, man. No, we're getting no moderates in this world. I don't even think that Mickey Sherrill, who people touted was really a good moderate.
Well, this is the sad thing, man. I wonder, Bill, whether like more people might follow the journey that I've had, where I was like a moderate, and I kind of feel like the hostility of the left means that I feel like I've been pushed into the like not even the Republican.
Sure.
I still have a lot of problems with Trump and everything, but
yeah.
I mean, the leftists literally want me dead. Like, it's very hard, man. It's very hard when leftists literally want you dead. Like, how do you?
Your situation is extremely peculiar in that sense, to where maybe it feels like you have absolutely no home with that group, and I get it. But in America, we look at MAGA, and it's like, this is just atrocious. This is gross. And then now MAGA has to fight this like Nick Fuentes insurgency. Like, where the hell do any sane people go in Western politics right now?
The Fuentes insurgency. The Fuentes insurgency is a massive danger to the Republicans long term. It will really fuck them
it might
up.
cost them everything. If you want to lose to like deranged leftists that can't build anything of value, embrace that ideology, and then you'll get more Zorans.
Man.
Hope the Republican Party realizes that.
And dude, this is the problem, right? As Daniel said, because it's a two-party system. The Democrats are going to be in power some of the time. Republicans are going to be in power some of the time. You don't want one wing of the fucking system captured by Nick Fuentes. You don't want another wing of the system captured by ZOHRAN. So it's just my God, man. Like the long-term future of American politics is ZOHRAN versus Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, they both hate the West, and they hate America. It's so stupid.
Yeah, man.
One supports like white collar crime, and one is so leftist they can't work hard and want to build anything or have any optimism. Like it does feel like a dark turn in American politics. But
let's play this Hassan thing. So
yeah.
Done. Yeah, I think we are in the heart of the imperial core. This is the country that defeated the USSR, unfortunately. And the reality of the matter is, there's a lot of antagonism. There's no class consciousness in the United States of America. It's one of the things that I try to address every day with my commentary. And I will say this. The conditions have deteriorated so much that everyday Americans, in spite of their lack of class consciousness, are finally arriving at the conclusion that perhaps there is an alternative out there. There is an alternative that focuses on them.
So bad. I'm just
did you hear what he just said at the start of that? Did you just hear what he said?
Yeah. Imperial
Sadly,
core.
the USSR. He said, "Sadly, the USSR lost." Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know he was that bad. This is fucked. I can't even believe young people are looking up.
And AOC just embraced him like 2 minutes before he said this.
Son of a Turkish oligarch, by the way, who grew up riding horses and then freeloaded off his uncle's media company.
Yeah.
Dude, what a joke. Sadly, the USSR lost. Okay.
You actually hate America so much. At that point, get the fuck out of the country. At that
point, why do you live in West
country.
Hollywood with a pool in the backyard at your house if you really hate the country? What a tool. What an absolute tool.
He's actually he's actually a Bolshevik. He's like literally a Bolshevik. And he lives in a they would kill you. It's Hassan Parker retarded. If the Soviets won the Cold War, he would be shot against the wall because he has a fucking house in the Hollywood Hills with a pool.
Yeah, no. They don't want that type of socialism or communism. It's all performance.
God,
what a fucking performance artist that guy is. Wow.
Oh, Sneeko. Hang on. Sneeko's reacting. Let's see this. I fucking hate Sneeko, by the way.
Yes, Sneeko did a Mamdani endorsement the other day.
Mamdani has won the election. It was the most amount of votes since 1969. 2 million people voted in the city. They seemed pretty certain that he was going to win ever since the primary. I don't know why so many people are acting like they're surprised. I think a lot of people had hopes that Cuomo would pull something out of his ass in the last second or pull something out of one of the girls he assaulted's ass. I'm Italian. Mamdani won, apparently. People are celebrating out here. I mean, I'm going to keep it low key today because, some people, I be.
Fucking hell.
No, I don't think Sneeko actually understands anything about politics, but Apparently, he's a Muslim that loves going to strip clubs and stuff and gambling.
Yeah,
and
it's just
and
like it's one
drinking
of those
alcohol.
guys.
But
So it's like Hassan Piker, literally exactly Hassan Piker, dude.
it's like the
Like, they're not
Muslim.
religious at
How
all.
Hassan is a socialist, Nico is a Muslim. It's like the same thing.
So bad. Well, like I don't know if you saw this, but I was watching his live stream earlier, and it's pretty funny. Like what did he say? Hassan Piker said like, oh, I'm a 34-year-old Muslim socialist just like Zohran, so this feels like a victory for me. Like, fuck off, man. You're not even religious at all.
I
He's
love
not
how
even
they
religious at
claim the
all.
Muslim thing. The Muslim thing gets you cool points. Nobody that doesn't practice Christianity in any capacity would claim they're Christian for political points in the U.S., especially in the left party, right, in the Liberal Party right now. But it's so weird how they do that with Islam. So Drew, so Hassan says he's a Muslim, like openly. Like
yeah,
Zohran
Zohran says that, but he's not even religious at all.
Yeah.
Oh man, so bad. I feel so. Let's see what they're saying.
Young men, 64% to Cuomo's 23% to Sliwa's 9%. Now, a year ago, Donald Trump nationally made real gains with this group. Democrats, perhaps tonight, are starting to make a little bit of progress, winning back some of these votes.
All right, David Chalian, thanks very much. We'll come back to you
Hey,
shortly.
Drew, can I add something here with you? This is really an indictment, too, on how horrible of a job MAGA is doing in the White House as well.
True,
Like,
true. I agree. They've done badly.
Trump launching is rumored to be launching a betting market on his social media, doing the crypto pump and dump, doing stupid tariffs on things we can't even grow here.
Are struggling
like
in this economy, and with
he might just like this.
Exacerbated by
it's such a waste. It's such a waste, hey, of political capital.
That used to be done by entry-level folks, and the Hispanic community. I mean,
so Zohran was born in Uganda. He can't run for president. Dude, if he was born in America, he would 100% be like a front runner for president.
100% would run. And he has the ego to where he thinks he should run for president, you know, so.
Oh my God. Can you imagine a Zohran as president? That would be so fucked, man. I think that's the bar, though. I don't think it's possible for him to get it. Like he can win in New York City as mayor, but I don't think he can. Surely,
there will be someone like him that runs for president. I'm sure, you know, is a citizen.
Yeah.
Or maybe do away with that law. But he will run. I mean, Trump wants to run a third term, so who's to say Zohran won't run for president?
Has there been a Muslim who's run for president before?
Not that I know of for the president of the United States. No.
Entry-level white-collar jobs could be eliminated in the next.
Maybe like in 5 years. Threw their name in the hat, nobody took notice of it. But
dude, isn't it crazy? He only naturalized like 6 years ago.
Leaders aren't focusing
Yeah,
on it,
it's
but young
wild.
people are hyper aware of it, and it's motivating.
Crazy.
For his party though, that really helps him. They like the story around him.
They don't like the socialist tag. They don't like his positions on Israel, so they want to dismiss him and his voters. That's a big mistake. Democrats.
What's Ben Jones saying?
With Trump voters, and what are these white guys complaining about? Screw them. We're going to call them racist and fascist, and that'll be enough. I'm going to tell you something. These young people are not what they're being characterized as. Lazy kids who just want free stuff. That is not who they are. These are some hardworking folks. Many of them have gone to college. Sometimes they have 2 degrees. They're working 1, 2, or 3 gig jobs, and they cannot get anywhere, and nobody's listening to their pain. And so I think what you're seeing is when you say, well, socialism doesn't work anywhere, these kids say, well, capitalism's not working for me. Somebody's got to do something to help me. And so I think that what's happening is the Trump phenomenon went in this direction. There's another phenomenon going in this other direction, but it's all about the economic pain that's not being addressed by the establishment. As long as the establishment doesn't have an answer for these young people and these working class people, they're going to be going other places.
But the question is going to be, can Mamdani actually deliver on affordability? And Cuomo just did not hit this hard enough. I asked him about it on The View, and he just simply couldn't articulate the message of why his policies may in fact not work. But I'm hearing from Republicans who feel like this is a bleak night, but the one bright spot is that they think Mamdani is what they need going into the midterms to tie every vulnerable Democrat House member to him, to tie him to the most offensive remarks that he's made. I asked him recently about his comments where he described the NYPD as racist, anti-queer, and a threat to public safety. He then walked it back. He's met with the commissioner, But these are things that are going to dog him in the same way that Kamala Harris spent the entire election running away from our
they will
2020
dog him
statements.
if he doesn't. It depends on the way he governs. If he governs in a way that embraces public safety,
He's not going to do it. He won't do
that
it.
embraces fundamental delivery of services, and that
I do think he wants to be liked.
issue.
That's
Even if it
maybe
is
one
the
silver lining with
precise
Mamdani, but
proposals
we'll
that he
see.
made, but people know every
True.
day that
Either
he's
way, it's
working
gonna.
on
It
that
could be
issue,
really
he's
bad for
making
the country.
advances. I think that the caricatures
Jay,
may
man.
not. I think that is a bad recipe.
It's crazy. He literally never ran.
Let's take
He literally never had a job in his life.
save us.
It's absolutely, dude. Don't you think if Zohran's name was like Paul, his base would never have supported him?
No way. Yeah, I
Like
agree
a
with you. I
random
agree.
white guy, his base would not have liked him.
I agree. Bro, isn't it funny? He got a major in Africana studies. Just really random. Like,
And he claimed he was an African American to get in. It's really,
oh my god, man.
He gets away with a lot. He gets to be a rich kid and simultaneously a victim. It's an amazing card to play in life.
He has the Trump thing where he gets away with everything.
That's how him and Hassan are so similar. Both rich kids that pretend they're victims or like overcame like oppression.
Against better opposition.
My god, man.
Cuomo, it can now be said,
True. This is why we need to launch Iceberg. We're not going to get any
Yeah.
moderates. MAGA is not even like worth trying to save. I mean,
Nah, it's just over, man. Everything's over.
He needed some Republicans.
I agree. We've got to do something.
Burn off a few of those, but he didn't do anything to talk to Republicans. He got Trump at the last, but Mamdani got to run against him twice.
well, since we're on the stream, maybe we have our call soon. But
Yeah. We
gotta fight, dude.
We're
Centrism
gonna
just
do this
seems like the
thing.
1,000,000% the
Just
answer,
what's Mamdani
and
gonna do for
we're
him?
not
He's
getting
fixing to
it.
run a
So
bunch of businesses out of the city.
Just competent
People who
centrism.
create jobs
Lee Kuan Yew,
are going to
literally,
be
just Lee
run
Kuan Yew,
out of the
confidence
city.
and
The kinds of
centrism.
jobs that they might need or they might
shouldn't we
want,
want our
those
countries and
business people
cities to be led
are
by
probably
people
gonna
that are
go
like the
elsewhere
most
in town.
absolute
If he
experts on
implements some of the
economics
programming
and
that he has talked about,
with a
and
proven
things
track
will be
record of
worked
running
with.
things
Things do not
well?
get better under socialism.
The problem is though that like
Populists
in Europe you've got like these technocrats like Merkel and stuff like that who did actually fucking destroy the country. So, but the thing is like they've got their own. They're not actually pragmatic. Like it wasn't a pragmatic decision by Merkel to just like basically open Germany's borders. So they're not real pragmatists, you know.
No, it was a different time. It was like it was the guilt of the history and like let's be the good guys, and then it didn't end up being
Yeah.
good for the country, but in some ways. But
So Zohran has won more votes than anyone since John Lindsay in 1969.
mm.
Wow.
Hope it does a good job at the end of the day.
I
But
don't
I
think
hope
he
this
will, man.
doesn't. I hope he's not the Democrats' Nick Fuentes, but I'm afraid he is.
I'm gonna post Zohran and Nick Fuentes together and just say these are the two who like unfortunately show the future of American politics. What time is it over there?
It's almost 11.
Damn.
I-
I mean, we knew almost immediately. Hey,
Yeah, I mean, I the result is what we expected. I mean, Cuomo was just such
Yeah.
an idiot. Yeah, I mean, dude,
Just such a
Cuomo
shit
ran
candidate.
on with no vision and simultaneously being a NIMBY, where like being pro housing
bad.
would have been like the one edge he could have taken with moderate Dems over Zohran, and he couldn't even take that. Like, what a
Oh, man.
terrible candidate.
you're so bad in every single way.
Dude, Zohran like owes him a thank you card for just being the biggest idiot of all, in politics.
Yeah, literally,
Well,
man.
Cuomo created Mamdani's candidacy, like in
Yeah,
winning.
literally. It's just the worst candidacy in fucking history. Literally the worst
Yeah,
campaign
if
in
Andrew
fucking-
Cuomo just stayed in the suburbs and like never threw his hat in the ring, I don't think you would see a Mamdani victory tonight.
I'm gonna make a post condemning Cuomo. It's just such a
Deserved.
fucking idiot.
Deserved.
The Healthy Options allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month. And whatever you don't spend carries over from each month. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be part of our large Humana networks. So call the number on your screen now and ask
So
about
Drew,
your
my
Humana
friend
Network
who knows some
dual
people
eligible
that
special needs plan.
work with Trump apparently on his like social media platform said Trump might be launching a betting market on his platform.
It's fucked up, man. So
Isn't
fucked
that the
up.
most like third world thing you've ever heard of? A president
That is
launching
that
a
really
gambling
is third world.
company.
It's such a waste of everyone's. It's such a waste of political capital, man. If he does stuff like that, then he's going to be giving the socialists such a huge free kick.
Yes, it makes the Republicans have no moral high ground if they are running with this lunacy. Like
taking prenatal vitamins. You also for using fentanyl.
I'm just gonna actually post a photo of the electric chair and Andrew Cuomo and just say, "Hang your head in shame, you stupid cunt."
Tell us about accepting bribes.
The stuff he did that was completely legal destroys democracy.
I'm still not sure that you're repentant. I have nothing to hide. If he hadn't been such a, he would have gotten away with it.
They would abuse her on television.
It was this unholy combination of overwhelming.
Just my God,
and
man.
money.
I'm so fucking depressed right now.
United States of Scandal.
Yeah.
Jake Tapper.
7 astronauts setting off on a scientific mission.
They were doing great.
Columbia, Houston, com check.
Oh, we hear nothing.
the screen at Mamdani HQ just got hacked.
Yeah, I wish I could find that, but I can't see it.
The spaceship accident is usually not one thing.
Is that the wing?
Oh my God, man. What the fuck was Cuomo thinking?
My dad died doing what he loved.
He thought his last name was Cuomo and that he was owed the being the mayor because of that. Dude, the primary with Zohran, he just straight up didn't show up at all.
And smart storytelling. Whether you want to
So bad, man. What the fuck?
Oh,
was he
somebody
thinking? Wasn't even getting paid.
linked the MR
let's try
linked
get
the Mamdani HQ.
Okay, I'm gonna try get that up. Max Rosateri.
5-minute walk will do you good.
And discover the conversations
Max.
shaping our world. Where do you want
Max
to start?
Ross.
Follow and listen to CNN
It.
podcasts wherever you get your podcasts.
Alt 2. Oh, this is pretty funny actually. That's pretty funny, to be honest.
Trump is your president? No way. This is real?
That's so
no way
fucking
that's
funny.
real.
That's fucking hilarious.
I don't know if I trust this because it's from the N Wokeness account though, but that is hilarious if that's true.
That is really funny, to be honest. Oh, I almost just want to like literally give up, but
Ain't no fucking way, bro. Yo, you ballsy with that fucking hat, nigga. Wait, yo,
I love
this
your
guy's fucking ballsy. Wait, what's your name, bro?
Armando.
Armando.
Here we
Oh,
have
you
it.
Mexican?
Here we have it right there.
You're a Mexican groip.
That loves Zohran.
Yeah, literally the average groiper at this point.
Hey Drew, keep the stream going and keep up the good work, man. But I might have to run. But
no worries, King. No worries, man. Thank you so much, Bill.
Let's have a
let's
call
talk tomorrow.
soon,
Let's
Yeah.
talk tomorrow. We can talk in the morning Australian time tomorrow, and we can discuss our great plans.
Our master plan, guys. Get ready. Iceberg's coming. Drew
We're gonna
Pavley
save the
will
world. We're
defend
gonna
the
save the world,
West.
man.
It's not over. All right,
We're
I
gonna save the
appreciate
world,
you,
man.
mate.
Thank you,
keep
brother.
it up, Drew.
Thank you, Bill.
All
Thank you
right.
so much for joining, man. It was great to talk to you, man. I'll
Guys,
talk to you tomorrow, this time tomorrow.
Guys in the chat, support Drew if you can. He's one of the best we have. If you
Thank you,
find
bro.
yourself to be politically homeless like I do. All right, Drew, I'll
Thank
talk to you
brother.
soon.
Have a good one, bro. See you, man. Bye.
Good night.
Good night, bro. Have a good one. Oh, guys, it's sad. It's really sad. So sad. I don't know whether I even want to keep watching. I don't even know if I want to stay around for Zohran's stupid victory speech. Oh, hey, Sam. Yeah. Just one second. Okay. They kill Dick Cheney, and then they elect Zohran Mamdani the same day. It's just so over. So over. Listen, guys, I'm going to end my stream now. It's over. Thank you for tuning in. We've had 17,000 total viewers, which is awesome. So I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Please make sure to subscribe on YouTube if you've been watching. I really appreciate you, and thank you so much. We'll see each other again soon. It's a sad day for Western civilization. It's a sad day, my friends. It's a sad day.